Hey guys, welcome back to GamePlayX4, another Friday night. Hope you guys are doing okay. Oh, I am. How about you guys? How you guys doing?
Wait, I'm chilling.
Just
Yeah,
waiting.
Chilling?
good busy week.
Just waiting for this Spider-Man movie to come out and watch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The hype is pretty real.
The what?
The hype.
The hype is pretty real. That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to get
I'm a,
close.
I'm a,
Sure
I'm gonna
is.
be Ray's translator for tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. The,
Wow, that was fast.
He's already cutting ass. He
Wow.
start cutting ass to people.
I always get rusted. I don't know why. It's okay. I forgive you, Andres.
You're not the only one, right?
Forgive
You
me.
know that.
I'm helping you out. What the fuck you gotta forgive me?
I forgive you for making fun of the eel.
I'm not making fun. I am helping you out because no
Yeah.
one can understand you but me.
See, you're
There's a
always
difference.
making fun of those people who are like down. Yeah, maybe kicking down. It's okay.
He always got to
Down,
kick you in the knee.
Kicking down. What
It's
the
I'm not-
fuck?
This whole thing,
Chris.
I'm Dave Chappelle.
It's
Hey, you gotta stop punching my people down. They're like,
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle, bro.
This man said that. Wow.
he always gets kicked in the shin.
We're
Anyways.
gonna start this Game Awards that we
It
watched
was a chill
yesterday.
week for me. Busy. It wasn't that busy, but I kept myself busy. I played some Halo, so then the campaign that came out. So
how is it? How is it? Tell us.
I only played a few, like the first chapter. It's Halo, bro.
It's Halo.
Never
Same shit.
played.
Halo.
They said it's
actually
like
haven't
a,
played it.
The first cinematic was freaking fire. I was like, oh damn, bro, that boy came in here and started wrecking everybody. He was clapping Master Chief like it was nothing. That was fire.
the truth is like a combination of Halo 2 with 5.
It's like old school Halo mixed with a new school Halo. It's a good blend.
You like that
Yes.
grappling?
Yeah, that's new.
You're not clapping with that
It,
stuff.
it wasn't
feels
new,
like
but
it feels like a Halo game.
Have you gotten to the part where like the open area part of the game or not?
No. I was in the spaceship and the brutes where the brutes were out. I didn't go that far.
Yeah, I mean, well, I haven't started it because I haven't had time. I've been fucking working like crazy, but like I've been playing the multiplayer since it came out, but I already downloaded the campaign and shit. But yeah, I heard
You haven't
people were
played it?
like, it's interesting.
Yeah, you gotta play it.
Yeah, it looks way better than when they showed us last year. Last year, that shit looked like a
Shit, yeah.
Wait,
Like
can
a
you play the
shit show.
campaign with 4 people though?
Not
No,
until next
not
year.
yet. Not
Wow.
until
why?
until
This game is still not finished, bro.
wait,
Delayed like
uh,
a billion times. This
well,
game is still not finished.
co-op 4-player isn't I think ready until May.
Yeah, it's not until
Yeah.
spring. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
so
like,
wait,
come
I
on,
don't get it.
that game.
Why they're doing this? Why are they just giving the game in just pieces?
It's weird because
'cause it's not done.
I think most of the releases that have been with co-op has been released on day one, but for
Yeah.
whatever reason, I think it's because of like what happened that they needed to change everything when everybody was
Yeah.
complaining about the first shit. So I think they had some janky ass shit with co-op, and I think they're just having to like fix everything with co-op as well.
Yeah, because like you can tell when they showed it last year, this game was not finished.
No,
It's
yeah.
still not finished to this day. So like maybe like the multiplayer, maybe even that's still needs some work.
Yeah, I personally love the multiplayer. I love how the guns feel. But there are some lackluster guns when you're playing, like the lasers and shit like that.
Yeah, some of
Like,
these
dude,
guns are weak as hell, bro.
like sometimes I'm using just a sidearm that you start with, and I'm fucking marking with the sidearm more than with the fucking other like energy
Wow.
guns
I
and
think it's
shit.
six shots in the head, 6-7 shots and dead.
I've gotten people with like 3 shots in the head and they die. And so I'm just like with a laser, I'm like I shoot a fucking pulse laser at them. It's like
Wait.
"Rrrr," and you keep fucking hearing it like you're fucking revving up a fucking motorcycle, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah, the UNSC guns are way more powerful than the Covenant guns in this time
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Still a fun game though.
So
The Needler
I mean,
is
it
oh
feels
my
fun,
god.
but we need more game modes,
Yo, the Needler
man.
is
I mean,
godlike. They do this all the time.
oh yeah.
They always start small with the game mode and then they start expanding as time goes on.
Yeah, but I remember for whatever reason, I think it was Halo 5, we had so much more game modes on day one than
Yeah, because Halo 5, I don't know what they did, but Breakout was sick. I don't know why they removed Breakout, but I thought it was dope. But they always Halo tends to always release with like small amount of game modes, and then they expand as time go on just to keep it alive longer. This is a game for
Yeah.
service game, so they plan on supporting this game for the next.
Okay.
We'll
So
see.
basically, is this it's gonna be like Warzone where there's just gonna be updates?
Well,
Well,
it's
no,
it's
it's
gonna
not a battle
be
royale, but yeah, it's like
it's
in
it,
the way Warzone works. Yeah, it's just gonna keep getting updates
I
as time
I
goes on.
I think it's more like in the sense of what's it called, of Destiny. We're just because they are planning, what is it, like a 10-year with this game. So just like they're
Warzone.
doing a live service. Well, because I'm saying through campaign DLC and multiplayer DLC. It's kind of like how Destiny works as well, where they release every like DLC wave
Yeah,
with more campaigns, more
this
missions,
should have
and
been
then
done long time ago. Because
right,
technically, if you think about it, every game that comes out, every sequel is technically like a DLC. Technically, it's just an
right, and
expansion of the first
right.
game. Just it
Because
looks prettier.
with Call of Duty, it's more when they release their DLC, it's maps and game modes. It's not really on campaigns. While Halo, they're like, no, 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 we're
And that Walmart connection that just kicked in, so someone's gonna have to take over
Oh well,
for him.
I'm sorry, guys. Is
So, so pretty much what he's trying to say is that they're gonna expand the campaign as time goes on. Hopefully, it's not like little stupid little side stuff. Hopefully, it's like main things.
Andres is alive
yeah, I
again.
hope.
Okay.
Are you back, Mr. Walmart?
That was still
Ooh,
over.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, bro.
We're-
You over here
Well, I
cutting
was
off.
talking.
You're still cutting off,
I
my
don't
guy.
I don't know what's going on.
Walmart connection. That's all it is. We
No, it's
understand,
okay. It's
man.
Discord. It's Discord. Just blame it on Discord. Either way,
Blame it on a
um,
this
let's jump in
Discord.
into what happened. Is I think it was yesterday, right? When we have the Game Awards, and we were gonna stream it, but things happen, and we were gonna talk about it right now. So let's transition into that. So the Game Awards, we had several trailers for some of the games coming, and also some of the trailers from some of the movies that are upcoming. I think the biggest trending trailer yesterday was Sonic, right?
Sonic?
Sonic,
Sonic?
Sonic
Sonic?
2. This is Sonic 2? Sonic the
As
Hedgehog?
as the movie or as the game?
Both. That's right. The both were
Sonic,
trending.
yeah.
Mostly the movie.
I didn't it was mostly the movie because I didn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
people were like, I don't it was like, eh, like people were like whatever
The
about
game?
it because they don't, yeah, well, because people don't really
Yeah, look, when it comes to
No
Sonic
game
trust
games,
trailer. We just saw
Sega
like a slick clip.
and Sonic.
when it comes to Sonic games, that ain't it anymore, man. It's not it. Sonic
I mean
Forces was a travesty.
the last really good one was Sonic Mania, and people were really glad about that
Yeah,
one.
a
But
2D
after
Sonic.
when it comes
But
to 3D Sonic, a lot of people are just like meh on the subject.
yeah, the last good 3D Sonic was Generations.
I
We,
I think this shit leaked a long time ago where people were leaking that, Sonic's Frontiers was like a thing. And then the reason why it leaked because there were playtesters who leaked saying that they played the game and it sucked ass. And they, and they hated it. They're like it just
Like
wasn't a
I don't
better game.
understand a Sonic open world game. Just to me, it just makes no sense to me.
Well, to me, like it's cool if you introduce the 2D aspects into the open world. Like, the ramps and all that shit. That would be fucking amazing, but you didn't really see that. You just saw an open world. So like it's just that's where I think people are not so much interested because you're not showing in that open world. Maybe because it was a CG trailer, so we don't see that, but I doubt it either. Like you don't see those ramps going off. You don't see
And,
the,
and
you know,
um,
the loops and all that shit in the open world.
it,
Like
it, it looked
that would
like
be
it
cool.
looked like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's just like yeah, and I think the players who said that there was like basically shrines that you and then in the shrines there's like the courses in the shrines. So it's kind of weird. Like why'd you do
So,
that?
so it's an open world, but you go to the courses.
It's not that it's struggle. I think it's just they don't know where to take Sonic at times when it comes to like it's for whatever reason when it comes to 3D, they just don't know what the fuck to do.
Just go
Uh,
fast, give me some ramps and some enemies, and that's it.
right,
That's
right.
all I fucking want. I just want to go fast, give me some obstacles, and that's it.
I don't know why they don't treat it like the 3D aspects of the game, like a 3D Sonic game, like a fighting game. I'm not saying it make it into a fighting game. What I'm saying is that
Like a fighting
when
game.
so when I say it like that, is what I'm saying is that instead of just starting, the game mode or whatever, however you want to play, because when you start your Sonic, and then later on you might like unlock a character, and then your Tails, and then your Knuckles, and then whatever, right? Instead of doing that, why don't you just kind of like roll it out, kind of like Mario Party or like a fighting game where you have a selection of characters, like let's say uh 10 characters. And then from those 10 characters, you can choose and do whatever the fuck you want with those characters,
They
and each
did that.
character is,
They've
but
done
not
that before, and people hated it because they're like, I don't want to play as this character. I don't want to play as that character. I just want to play as Sonic, and I want to go fast. That's all people have been
that's
asking
what,
for.
I want to go fast.
but make it interesting. That's the thing. I think like if you had every character just be interesting on its own, and then also giving each character its like own story beat. So like you don't
Well, yeah, that's
if you don't want
adventures.
to, but that's what I'm saying is like you don't necessarily, if you don't fucking want to play the other characters, you don't have to fucking select it. It's just
No,
it's
the thing is with
still
that is that like when you have so many characters and Sonic has a ridiculous amount of freaking characters, if there's only like only Sonic's courses are good, then like pretty much a good chunk of the game is trash. So is it worth it?
oh no, no,
That's
but
that thing.
I'm saying see how you're like specificating like oh, it only has to be a Sonic course, and then Sonic only gets those
No, I
courses. I'm
gave an
like,
example. If only the
okay,
Sonic courses are good, but Tails, Knuckles, Big, Shadow, and all the rest of them are not good, that pretty much makes it where the rest of the game is just not that good. Like think about Resident Evil 6. Who here play Resident Evil 6?
I did.
You did? Which part of Resident Evil 6 was the best part?
Resident Evil 6, none of it.
But
No, no.
but most people will say
Just
Leon's side was the best part. Everything else was
pick another
like,
game. Pick another game.
because I'm giving an example of games that
No,
give you
no,
have
yeah,
characters.
I know, but
Because what
Except
other
for
games are there that you get to play
yeah.
like several different characters?
Fair enough, but
You know what I'm saying? So like most people, when they come to Resident Evil 6, they only like playing Leon's story because fucking Chris's story is not good. His game mechanic's not good. And the other dude on Wesker's son wasn't good either. They just stuck to Leon because Leon's story felt core to Resident Evil. So if you go on with Sonic, people like, I don't want to climb with Knuckles. I just want to run with Sonic. You know, that's what people are gonna say, and that's what people have been saying. This Sonic has too many characters, and they try to introduce too many, so they just stuck with Sonic. The only thing that they do wrong with it, they try to do too much platforming and not go fast. That's the problem.
But the thing is, how long can you keep up that going fast formula before it gets stale?
yeah, that's the thing too. That's why I was thinking
What
about
up,
other
Hansu?
characters.
What happened?
And that's Kenneth is right, because at a certain point it's kind of like how we were talking about last podcast about Knockout City, right? You could only it's fun at first, and then to a point where it just gets boring because it's the same shit over and over again. Kenneth's saying like you know the formula of just Sonic going fast, at what point people are just gonna get tired. So
Yeah. So
that's
someone in the
what
chat as
my
well, he gave an example. He said, having multiple characters doesn't mean you have specific stages and campaigns per character. Because usually when they do that, it's just the characters have the same stages most of the time.
right.
The one game I did like, they should just go back to like Adventures and just make it better. Because Adventures has the idea that
there.
you want, which
Yeah,
was I play as Sonic, I play as Knuckles, I play as Tails. They all have their individual mechanics. The only downside to that is like, it's just,
yeah, 'cause that's the thing. It's like how far can you go before it becomes boring? Because it's like if you take a look at like something like Mario, right? Mario has had all different types of mechanics, right? All different
Yeah.
types.
yeah.
And people still say it's gotten boring. I mean, you got Sunshine, you have Galaxy,
Yeah,
you
like
had
eventually
Odyssey.
people will grow
Odyssey, yeah.
out of a certain game. Like, I'm just Mario's gonna be Mario regardless. What do you do in Mario?
You jump.
You jump on stuff. Maybe you punch it. You get stars.
Right.
And then
Overall,
after that, everything else is just different, little different mechanics they add to the
Yeah.
games.
right, and that's why I say if you go back to Sonic, right, that's even worse. You just run, collect rings. That's it.
But the thing is,
Well,
look at Sonic
Get the
Mania.
boss,
But the
basically.
thing is, what I'm saying is that
People love Sonic Mania, and you just did the same thing you were doing 20 years ago.
yeah, and I think the thing is I think Sonic Mania is more of a nostalgia than anything.
I mean, so nostalgia does hit really
Yeah.
hard, but the fact that like people say Sonic Mania is like the best Sonic in a really long time just shows that people just want. People don't want. A lot of people don't even like change. Like they'll be like, "I want this, I want that, change this." You get it? They're like, "Oh, that's trash. You should go back to where it was."
I think is what it is it depends, right? You go forward because if they kept the formula the same for 20 years, people say I don't care, it's boring, I want something new.
Yeah.
But if as soon as they change it, they'll say we need to go back to the old one, and that's just how it goes with a lot of
But they
people.
did do that. They did change the way you went fast. Like modern Sonic is not the same as Sonic Adventures.
Yeah.
It's just completely new. Like I think the generation formula is like they should stick to that formula because it worked. I don't know what
Okay.
they were doing with Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces was
But do you think
that game
when
was like that was a travesty. But
What-
I think they should stick to the generation formula and just go with that. I think because that was the funnest time I've had with Sonic. Aside Sonic Colors. Because you look at Sonic Colors, they changed the whole mechanic to that game, and that game was awesome. Except the remake. The remake was just broken as hell. But yeah,
I think with Sonic and Frontier, that they're just gonna be focused on Sonic, right? That's
but
the
we
whole
gotta
story.
we gotta see like Sonic. Our open Sonic world. It's kind of weird for me because like damn, I don't. It's kind of weird. But well, I mean, if it works, it works.
You
But
never know.
the thing is like Sega right now when it comes to Sonic, they're not pushing
Up in
it.
the balls. Yeah.
Like Sonic is a low budget game to them now. I mean, this game it was a CGI trailer, so who knows how it will be. But so far, a lot of Sonic games have just been lower budget. We're just pushing it out because it's a brand, it's a freaking brand name.
I mean, like I said, I think it's what Andre said. I think they just don't know what to do with them anymore. I think it's the same. I think it's the same with Mario. That's why you see Mario has kind of taken a back seat lately in Nintendo. Because even though he is the face of the company,
But
they just don't know what to do with him.
Mario has a game every generation.
He does, but if you notice, they're not as good as they used to be. Like it's no Galaxy, right? It's no Sunshine. It's not as creative,
It isn't. But it's like
and it's definitely like not like how it used to be. Because remember, when Mario had his game every year, it didn't used to be 3D with all this crazy stuff. It used to just be a 2D side scroller, right? You would
Mario
always
games a Mario game every year.
no, I mean not every year, but every generation. It used to be
Yeah.
just a side scroller, but now it's 3D with some brand new mechanic.
They'll have a 3D and a 2D.
Oh, Mario Bros. You mean?
Uh,
Mario Bros. 3D. But I don't know what they're gonna do with Mario no more. Because I think they give up on Pepper Mario, right?
Nah.
no,
Because they're just gonna make it.
No,
Mario
no
was
sir.
crazy. I buy the shit out of that game.
No sir.
I know.
I think
Mario still lit.
I just think what it is when it comes to Sonic, I think they really don't know how to because I think the design of the original Sonic was so intricate, right? Like they made it so you not only had a good platformer, but you had to have it would be able to be sped run, right? Speed run. And at the same time it had to flow well, right? But you can only do that so many times before you actually start running into the same thing over and over again, right? How many loops can they put in a thing? How many, springboards can they put in it? You know what I mean? Like once you get to a certain point, it's like, and then on top of that, how many people have the skills to make intricate levels like that, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're running in with Sonic, and that's why they keep adding new characters. I think that's what I did. They try to add a new mechanic, they try to flip the script, but then they add new characters a lot of the time too.
I tell you right now.
MS.
If Sega came out and said that you gave you a JPEG, Sonic Adventure 3, the internet will fucking explode. Just because of nostalgia. Just because of that. You put Sonic Adventure 3 as a JPEG, and it's already gonna be hyped just because of that. Now, would it be a good game? Well, who knows? But yeah. Just because of the title alone, Sonic Adventure 3.
Right.
Just buy
Yeah.
the collection.
That they release every 3 years.
Look at Mario. Yeah, Mario has one already.
They release the
Zelda's gonna have
collection
one soon.
every 3 years.
Yeah, just buy the collection, bro.
Yeah.
Not a better way to do it. Just buy the whole thing. You know, being like,
I want to talk about who what games won these awards.
okay, go ahead.
All right.
There's
So
already
you
there.
want to go from the bottom up or from the top down?
Bottom up.
Bottom up, like this we started.
All right, so I won't say the nominees. I'm gonna just say who won. I'm not gonna say best esports team. Best esports game is League of Legends. You know, of course, it's League of Legends.
That one,
Um,
right.
best esports event. You could skip that. Content creator. No, you can skip that. Best multiplayer game was It Takes Two.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know what this game was. I looked at the trailer, saw some gameplay like this. It looks like a fun game. So, hey
For
man,
2 people, yes.
knock 'em. It Takes Two
Yeah.
wins best multiplayer game. Best sim strategy game is Age of Empire. Best sports racing game was Forza, of course.
Of course, for
Best family game, surprisingly, was the Nintendo. It was It Takes Two. I didn't see that one.
Wow.
It Takes Two took so many awards. It's honestly
Why
insane.
Nintendo?
Best fighting game was Good to Gear Strive.
Yeah,
Best RPG was Tales of Arise. Best action adventure game is Metroid Dread.
makes sense.
Best action game was Returnal. I called a lot of these though. I'm not gonna lie. Innovation and
You said
accessibility.
best action adventure game.
Best
Was
best
Metroid Dread?
action adventure game was Dread.
Yeah.
Right.
Best action game is Returnal.
Oh, cool.
Why do they have action at whatever?
Don't
Best
question it,
action game was
dude.
Returnal. Innovation and accessibility was Forza Horizon 5. Best VR AR game was Resident Evil.
Yeah, let's be
Best
honest.
community support is Final Fantasy 15. I mean 14. Oh, that's best
it.
ongoing game right there. Best ongoing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outgoing game, yeah.
Best
Best
mobile.
mobile game is Genshin Impact, of course.
It's Genshin Impact.
Best debut indie game was Kenna. Best indie game is Kenna. Best so best ongoing game is Final Fantasy. So I didn't even know they had 2 categories for that. Never mind. So best ongoing game is Final Fantasy 14. Games for Impact is Life is Strange. Best performance is Maggie, Lady D, Maggie Robertson.
Yeah, Lady D.
And
Best audio design is Forza
see her go
5.
up on stage.
What?
You see her go up stage on stage.
Yeah.
Everyone was commenting. I was like,
Yep.
God
For real.
They were thirsty, dude.
Inscription
People
should
were
have
saying mommy in comments and shit.
people be mad. thirsty.
Mobby D, dog.
Inscription should have won best indie. Best audio design. I think I said that already. Forza 5. Best score music is Near. I didn't see that one coming.
Didn't see that one coming.
I honestly it should have been Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, but what do I know? Best art direction is Deathloop. I guess.
That one,
I think
don't know
Psychonauts
why.
has looks better in terms of art style when it comes to
Yeah, I think
Deathloop,
so
but
as well. But I don't.
hey man, what I'm not an artist.
Hey, you're not giving the words.
Best narrative is Guardians of the Galaxy. Those memes they pushed out, man, that was funny as hell. And then best game direction is Deathloop.
They buy that shit.
Honestly, I thought it was Returnal, but Ratchet and Clank didn't win any awards, and they.
None.
And then game of the year is It Takes Two, which I did not see.
Get the fuck out of here with that game. Bro.
That wasn't even It Takes Two wasn't even on my radar.
I don't want to play the next two.
I completely didn't know what this game was until
It was for me, and I said it a couple times last podcast that It Takes Two, just because I figured because it was the same director that he was like fuck the Oscars. He did a really good job with his last game. Also in this game, like if since it's a co-op game, when you buy the game, you can gift the game to another person, like for free.
Yeah.
And then so like, oh, I buy the game, but I'm literally buying 2 copies, for the price of one, and then I can just give it to
Interesting.
another person so that they can play with me. And then
Yeah.
and then not only that, it deals with, a child's perspective of divorce and like, what they have to go through and what the parents have to go through. And it's just kind of like an imaginary take on it.
Yep.
So I felt like the story was people were gonna be enticed with the story, enticed with the gameplay, and enticed with the art style, because I think the art style is pretty dope too. And there's a lot of
Yeah,
good
it
voice
is.
acting in
It is.
this too. So I figured It Takes Two was gonna take a lot of them, but I didn't think it was gonna take it was
They
gonna
took a lot.
outbeat.
3. He took 3.
Yo, that dude, bro. Oh my god,
Yeah.
man. He's a legend. That guy's a legend, man.
Yeah, but I sincerely thought
It takes two
Deathloop
for
was
like
gonna
He
more
beat
be.
Nintendo, bro. He beat
Rare,
Nintendo.
rare, and N64 platform. That's actually true. Yeah, you're right about that one. It did look like a modern day N64 game.
Bro, it takes 2 beat Nintendo in 3 career. Well, 2
Nintendo in at their headquarters like, yo, how did It Takes Two win? We got 4 games out there. How did we lose? It's like we gotta go
Yeah.
back to the drawing board. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. We need some new people. We need to win awards. We need to win all the awards.
Imagine they're literally right now talking about it. They're not. Should we cancel the next Metro game? And should we cancel? They put all this money and the
Should we cast on
attention.
Prime 4?
Yeah, like I don't think it's worth it.
No, it's time for putting Star Fox. Let's go. That's what
And like, oh damn, Mario didn't win. Looks
You
like
know, no,
Luigi
no, no,
about
you
to
know,
be
no,
our
no,
face
no, no, no.
now.
We have to go back. You have to, I'm sure they're saying like we have to go back to square one and make another Mario game.
So they're gonna be like, look, man, Mario didn't win. Scrap that. We gotta make a new Luigi platform game. Luigi's Match is not the thing anymore. Something Luigi related. We gotta do that now. Let's go. Release it in 8 months. In 8 months. If it's broken, we'll patch it.
But yeah,
But yeah,
I thought Deathloop was gonna sweep just
I
because.
thought so too, man. Just to the sheer fact that they were just shoving that down our throats the whole year. I
Not
thought
only
it was gonna
that,
win.
but it was so much on fucking the people who were like critiquing the game.
Yeah.
Like actually not the people, but the critics that
On
that
YouTube.
voted on because there's people that they hire, like the journalists and all that shit. They were on fucking Deathloop's nuts. So I was just like, oh, this game is just gonna is
Yeah.
gonna sweep.
Some
Which still on the categories it won, I was just like, why did it win this category?
honestly, there's critics out there that call this game a masterpiece. I'm just like,
Damn,
I
son.
guess, I guess
Let's play
so.
for that thing.
That's a
Takes Two is the
masterpiece, and then
masterpiece.
Dishonored's a masterpiece too. And Dishonored's
It
nowhere
takes-
near a masterpiece.
No, we know which is the masterpiece. Takes Two is the masterpiece. Zero.
I'm gonna have to hop on that. Yo, who trying to play with me? We go half and half.
What happened?
Hey man, one of them's gonna be free.
Just fucking
Dude, fool.
gosh, you still. You know what? The shit that is supposed to be free. I'm gonna charge you for it still.
No, he's getting half off.
No. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, if it's
Wasn't
$60.
It wasn't intended that way. It was intended
60
for you to
bucks,
buy the
right?
game, and
60
then you
bucks.
give
Up
it
to
to
your
another
friend.
person.
$60, right? But he doesn't want to pay $60. Here's 30, so you don't pay the $60. So now we both pay $30 for the game. There you go.
I think it's 40. No, isn't it 40 bucks?
If,
40
if
bucks.
40? Oh, it's on
Yeah.
Game Pass? Never mind, bros. It's on Game Pass. We got that. We got that. We paid $1. We're good. So we split it 4 ways, right? 25 cents each. There you go. 25 cents for Game Pass for 3 months.
Fucking the most cheapest motherfucker. I know.
Look, man, Microsoft gave me the way and the choice to be cheap when it comes to gaming, bro. Because it's either I pay $1 for Game Pass or I pay $70 for one game on PlayStation.
Fucking
Take your pick.
If the McDonald's menu had a sentience of its own, it'd be like, really, bro?
It'd be like, yo, you get five fries for every cent. Like, oh, let me get 5 fries, okay? Here's 2 cents.
It's like
Yeah,
this motherfucker
cheap
getting
man.
even-
Yeah, I'd be like that dude. I'd be like Terry Crews from Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh
And
god.
that's 20 cents worth of milk right there.
When he gets I forgot what food piece, and he's like, all right, you get a lick, you get a lick.
Wow.
Oh man.
He
Look,
put a
man.
signboard saying like
If
every lick $1.
Microsoft is damn near giving me these games for free, I'm gonna take it. That's it. I'm gonna take it. I'm pretty much playing Halo campaign for $1.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
that's not bad.
Hell, I'll take that any day. Let me hold that. Ain't that right, everybody? Y'all over
let's
here
talk
laughing, but y'all all got Game Pass for $1.
All right, let's talk about what we talked about last podcast, and me and Ken
Oh
went
my
at it.
god.
Was
Oh, he came back for blood.
Hey,
Oh,
here's
it's
what
Ding,
I
ding,
did
ding, ding,
proof
ding. I'm gonna
for,
be the
dude.
ref. I'm gonna be the
No,
referee. I'm gonna be
Round
the
one.
referee.
Round one.
Wait, hold on. All right, so this was not a category that was announced, but it was one of the ones that was blitzkrieged in the where Jeff Keighley's like, oh, this category, and it wins. And like they didn't give a segment to it. Was most anticipated game, And Ken said,
No, they did. No, they did it.
No, no,
yeah.
no.
Wait, let Ken send it. Go
Oh,
ahead,
we
Ken.
going to that one.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Ken. Go ahead, Connor. Go ahead, Ken.
So,
No.
wants to hit the
First,
first.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. One at a time.
I
One at a time.
brought
Just
it
about
up.
to
I
juice.
brought it up.
no.
I
Let
brought
me
it
grab
up.
my popcorn.
I brought it
I
up.
got my popcorn.
We can go to the last podcast, Ken.
No.
Hold on.
Look, no, because
You
we
said-
have
Anybody
to,
want some popcorn? It's
You
about to get
said
lit up in here.
Breath of the Wild 2. You
No.
said, and what did I say? I
this-
said Elden
Hold on.
Ring. All you
Hold on.
motherfuckers-
One
Wait,
at a
Fix
time.
it,
hold on.
we can look. I just need to say this because it's as clear as night and day. I told you they're not that whole segment that the most anticipated game at the end of the day is going to be decided by a panel that is already on that stage before you even make a vote. It's just because it won the award does not mean it's the actual
Hold
most
on.
anticipated game.
Hold on. Okay, no. All right, this is where I draw the line, Ken. Fuck that. Okay, so
I'm just trying to have his 1W, bro.
Wait, hold on. No, all right. Because then you can consider that for every game on this fucking panel
Of
and every
course.
category on this panel.
Of course.
But we were talking about our opinions, not about the panels and what would have won. Because
Okay, so you're saying the panel's opinion doesn't matter?
no. It does matter because that's what
Oh,
dictates.
yeah. So what a fan
It-
matters.
Wait, no. But we were talking about what we had thought. Each one of us had a choice of what we had thought.
Voting
win.
jury, according to the Game Awards, nominations for the Game Awards are selected by a jury,
Ken,
a voting
we're not-
jury of 103 leading media influencer outlets
on.
across the
No,
globe.
no, no.
It is not
No,
the
no, no.
world.
We got more critics.
Oh, if I gotta put
Pull
out
out the dictionary.
this motherfucking video of you saying Breath of the Wild 2, and then all you guys agreed. You're like, yeah, you know what? Can you bring up a good point? Even Josh took out a video on YouTube saying, you know what, my friend made a good argument about it. And I gotta go with Breath of the Wild 2 as well. Both of you motherfuckers said that shit. And I from the beginning when it was announced, most anticipated game, we were going through it. While I was about to say Elden Ring, all you guys say, and here we go, Andres is gonna say Elden Ring.
You are an Elden Ring stan, bro. Ever since that game came out, it's been
Hold on,
Elden Ring is the best game in the world, bro.
No, but hold on. I
It
never
hasn't even come
said
out, dude.
Hold on. I never said it was the best game in the world. I said it was my most anticipated. But I did tell you, and I made an argument about it. I said it is a game that is talked about now. Not many people are talking about Breath of the Wild 2.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Jeff Keighley is a really huge fan of Elden Ring, and he was the one who showed it off last year.
Debuted it as well. Yes.
So I wouldn't be
Forget that.
surprised. He was like, "Yeah, that's my most anticipated game of the year. That's gonna win."
Right. But it was the one, and it was something as well that Maximilian dude brought up too. What helped it as well was the playtest. The playtest really helped people keep still talking about Elden Ring, and keep it in people's mouths. And a lot of people that went away from that playtest that got to play it came out still talking about the game, because everyone who played that game, whether it was the people who had the playtest, the downloadable playtest, like, you know, influencers or whatever, they were playing like 60 to 80 hours of that playtest and finding new shit still in that fucking playtest. So not everyone had the same experience coming out of it. And that's what still had people talking about it in their mouth to this day, and why people are still anticipating that game, even though that game's coming out in February. And so that's why I knew if this was going to be the category, what was going to be the one that was going to win, the one that's closest and the one that's more talked about than the one that we only have a year date rather than a release date that's anytime soon, and we don't even know half of what that game is.
All right. So out of these two games, which one's
Which one's going to sell the most? Ooh, well, that's not fair because Elden Ring is multi-platform.
and Zelda's one platform, and it's still gonna outbeat it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Ain't
I
that
believe
crazy?
so.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you believe the sales of Breath of the Wild is gonna be greater than Elden Ring?
Oh yeah, most
So
of them. Like,
it's the most anticipated game then.
no, it's not because it didn't win.
I mean, a game could be most anticipated and still flop.
Right,
No.
it could.
Yes.
Yes,
No.
We
it
got
can.
two.
So
No. Here's
And-
here's one example. Here's one example. I am Iron Man.
Cyberpunk.
No, not
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk sold. That didn't flop. What's that
Okay,
game? That
maybe flop.
game EA made? I forgot the game. It was Iron. He's like Iron Man. You were in the suits. Yeah, Anthem. That game was one of the
Oh, you
hypest
know
games
what?
ever.
Anthem didn't flop though.
And yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it
Anthem was
did.
fine. The problem is it had bad press because it was trash.
No, didn't it flop? I
It
thought
didn't flop. It didn't flop.
No, it
That's
did.
why
I
it
think it
flopped.
did.
That's why
It,
they
it
stopped.
flopped. It flopped in sales. Because they didn't come above of what they spent on the game from
I
the
mean, if you want to
year
put it
that
like that, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I could have sworn that game
because
flopped.
they didn't even make even. They were just like fuck.
Wow. This is
Not
what-
even
straight
not
down.
even with so I think that's why like it didn't even break even, and then they just like, and they were getting so much bad press, they were like, we're not gonna continue this fucking game.
But usually a game
No,
has
yeah, no, it didn't flop. Anthem was the 5th best-selling game of 2019.
well, damn.
Yeah, but in
No.
interviews it didn't break even.
Well,
From the
because they
sales
they could have got refunds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
yeah, that's true. Because Cyberpunk had refunds too, but Cyberpunk, man, they sold mad copies.
They sold mad copies.
A lot of
Yeah.
copies. So
Look,
that-
I'll tell the way I see it is that. Well, okay, I'll give you the fact that Elden Ring did take the title, and that's crazy. Okay, I'll give you that fact. Okay, we did dump on you for it, and we will not take that back under any circumstances. But but at the same time, you can't come out here and say that a game is gonna sell more than another one, but it's not the most anticipated. Come on now.
Okay.
The thing is, if you know it's gonna sell more, you
And
know people are looking for it.
the category isn't who's gonna sell the most games in the fucking year of 2022.
Of
It's
course.
the most anticipated
Oh,
game.
Of course not. Of course not.
Of
That's not
course,
the
so
category.
you can't bring your side
No,
bitches into this conversation.
No, but you can surmise. But you
We're talking about your main hoe. You can't bring side
no,
bitches.
but you can.
show
You can
PG.
branch off. You can branch off that it was going to be associated with having the highest sales. Okay, like if you
But
had
that isn't
no,
the category.
if you had two consoles,
that is a-
no, let me
That is
finish.
a conversation.
If you had two consoles that just came out and they each had one game, and one game sold more than another, you know what they had to do in order to make that game sell. That means each of those consoles have to be sold, hopefully, right?
What do you mean?
If you had two consoles just come out, let's say PlayStation 5 just came out, had exactly one game. The Switch just came out, had exactly one game, and then the Switch sold more games. You could assume that the Switch sold more than the PlayStation, right?
Right.
Based off the sell of the games, right?
Which is
So
still true.
if you're guessing, that that Breath of the Wild is going to sell more, right? You could guess that there's more people looking for it.
Ain't wrong.
Wait, it is an unfair comparison if you want to talk about real world comparison. To Switch and to whatever console is going up against.
No. We talk
on-
about all console sales.
No, the reason I say that, it goes like this, right? Because you want to talk about real world, let's talk about real world. Okay, like most anticipated game is going to go far beyond the Game Awards. It's going to go far beyond sales, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the
And
same- okay.
no, let me finish.
Okay.
So you would agree to that. So if that's the case, if we really gonna go beyond, we're going beyond this whole meta thing, right? And I know it's gonna sound crazy, but if you really think about it, right? It's like I told you before, with 103 people deciding who's gonna win this category, that's not everybody. That's not close to everybody. That's not the most anticipated. The reason why we said Breath of the Wild was going to win was exactly for the same reason you said that it's going to sell more. It's because when the first one came out, and when Legend of Zelda is such a powerful franchise, that it has a habit of doing that. Now it didn't, I'll give it to you. We did not get it right when we said that it wasn't going to win the most anticipated game award. You're right, 100% right. That is that Elden Ring won the game award for the most anticipated game. However, I did tell you none of us knew what was going to actually be the winner because a small group of people make that choice at the end of the day. Did we or did we not say that?
Correct. But
There you
And
go.
at the end of that conversation though, you still made it apparent that Zelda 2 was going to win, and
Yeah.
that was your opinion, right?
Yes.
My opinion was Elden Ring. That was my opinion.
Yes.
So, and again, you're bringing other shit into the mix of that opinion, which you can't equate because that doesn't equate to the category it is.
Like,
I
I,
mean,
I, like,
you
yeah,
gotta
I'll give you
understand.
that. I'll give you that. No, you're right. You're right. It's true.
If we're gonna bring in all of our, it's like you're having a conversation with your fucking ex, and then she brings back the past. Well, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now, right?
The reason
Always
I
comes down to girls, all right? Right, Andres?
the reason I say that is because you're saying that everyone is talking about this and that, and I'm just like, okay, but not everyone gets to say in the Game Awards. Everyone can be talking about whatever they want,
Right,
but they want to get to say the Game. I will
when
guarantee you, as you just said, Legend of Zelda when they come out, if you put Legend of Zelda next to Elden Ring, Legend of Zelda will stomp it into the ground.
will. Trust me, it will,
Yes.
bro. I'm
Yes.
not arguing with you about that, but I'm saying the now. What I'm saying, the consensus, what I see online
All right.
to Breath of the
I have
Wild, people
I
are
have I
talking.
have a question.
Go for it.
Someone asked a question. So he said, NFL 2021 sold more in 2020 than a Ghost of Tsushima. So he said because it sold more than Ghost of Tsushima, well, does that mean that NFL 2021 is the most anticipated game
Yes.
than
No.
Ghost of Tsushima?
It is not the most anticipated game, and I'll tell you why. It is the most sold game, but it doesn't mean that it's the most anticipated game.
No, but like I
Because
say, you can guess its anticipation from that because that means there were more people ready to buy it than to go see it.
There's also this factor too, where some people don't even know the game exists, and they see they're like, I'm buy it.
Right. And then plus, most
That's
of their
happened to me.
sales. Look at we're talking about the NFL games and then all those sports games, which is FIFA, whatever. Most of those shits is yearly fucking updates that you have to pay $60 for or $80 to $100 for, depending on the edition that you buy.
So you're saying
It-
that's
it-
bad?
No. So let me finish.
Okay.
So I'm saying it isn't, especially now with NFL. A lot of other of people, like when it like Madden and shit, people are dropping off from that, and even with FIFA, people are dropping off. Even though FIFA is still the super giant that it is, people are
Yeah.
still dropping off from that because of all the horrendous microtransactions that it does to you. NFL people start dropping off from Madden because of it was just getting super monotonous. Nothing was changing, and then so people were just like, it's just an update. That
You're
all they
right,
did was just update the rosters.
that's going beyond the point, right? You said that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 was going to sell more than Elden Ring.
I'm
From
not
that, from, no,
contesting that.
I know, but does that or does not mean you are anticipating that the anticipation for this game is greater than the one for
Yeah, but
Elden
I
Ring?
don't think again, that's not the question he's asking.
But no,
Because
but no, but I'm
because
telling you that
because what
you can grab one point of data from another point of data.
right. But
There's a reason you're expecting Breath of the Wild 2
but
to do more sales. It's
again,
because people are anticipating the game more than others. If you have 22 million people ready to buy the game, and you have 10 million people ready to buy Elden Ring, you can anticipate. You could surmise from that the anticipation for Breath of the Wild is greater, even though Elden Ring had won the award. It's a
correct.
survey.
But it's a survey bias, but it's also the topic bias. It right now, Elden Ring is the topic. And Breath of the Wild is so far off that it is not the topic at the moment. So that's why when I'm saying, when I told you from last podcast and we were talking about it all amongst each other, I said the now, and I kept saying the now. What are people talking about now is Elden Ring. What are people going to talk about later is going to be Breath of the Wild. No doubt about it. If Breath of the Wild was now, I would say Breath of the Wild.
But that
Breath
goes
of the
back
Wild
to
would win.
no, but that's
we
what I'm
weren't
telling you
talking
about survey. That's what I'm telling you about survey bias, right? Why do you have to talk about it to anticipate? Can't you just want it?
Yeah, you can.
Is that not anticipation?
But it is, but it's not in people's minds at the moment.
Are
That's
you
what I'm
sure about
saying.
that?
It's not. If you want to go to the consensus now of like what people were going online while we were talking about it last podcast, people were talking more about Elden Ring than they were about Breath of the Wild. And so
What day
people
is
that's
what
not
day is Elden Ring coming out?
on the 25th of no 28th of February, I believe.
28th of February, I believe.
Right. And
So you
Breath of the
don't know for
Wild.
sure.
No, it should be 28th because I know.
But do you know for sure?
Yeah, I know for sure because I know that it was gonna release on the
So
28th
so it's
of
coming out on 28th
January.
of February.
Yeah, so 28th or yeah 28th because it was supposed to come out the day after my birthday and then they delayed it by a month.
So you're not entirely sure it's coming out.
Well, no, because I just came from work and
But you still anticipating the game?
yeah, of course I'm anticipating the
But
game.
you don't know entirely when it's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out February.
It's supposed
the
to
end of
come out
February.
February 24th.
There you
24th,
go.
okay.
So you didn't know
Alright.
when it came out, but you were still anticipating the game.
Yes,
So you can't do that with Breath of the Wild?
you can, but again,
There you
Ken,
go.
Wow, a contradiction.
oh my God, you're talking about a survey, right? And you're talking about this is what you know,
All right,
whatever
all right.
it is. You
We're
can't talk
never
about.
gonna
No,
get a
it is.
winner in this.
It's
Type.
it's like wait, hold on,
I'll say it like this.
hold
I'll
on.
say it like this.
Okay.
I will take the L. I lost the bet. I thought Breath of the Wild was gonna win an award. It did not win the award. Okay, I was wrong. Like I said, we got on Andres about it. I will never take it back because I still believe the game is good. But you were right. When it comes to the Game Awards, this is the Scorpio apology, right? When when you talk about the Game Awards, you are 100% right 100% of the time. Elden Ring won the award. All right.
Now.
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 When we come back to Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest,
And your boy Andres got a
and he
W.
and I will choose Breath of the Wild. That's when I'll choose Breath of the
I hope you
Wild.
guys like the popcorn I brought you guys because it was an interesting little debate we had
Yeah,
here.
we got some Doritos. We got some popcorn. Yeah.
And then your boy Ray went out and grabbed some Doritos. He
Yeah,
got
I
some snacks
actually
on the
took my
side.
time and everything. It's okay. That was
Yeah,
an interesting
I didn't blow.
conversation.
It was
Let's keep it
Okay.
moving. We definitely gonna have to clip this one and put on YouTube because that was
All
funny.
right, I lost.
That was
I
funny.
lost. I Malagrue, on December 10th, 2021, have lost my argument.
Look,
against
Andres.
Andres.
Hold on. Andres.
You actually lost two, but
No. We were always talking about that category. The other one, whatever.
Wait,
Okay?
what's the second one?
It was
I
a
don't
Final
remember.
Fantasy.
I sincerely don't remember.
He was
after talking about this
he
shit.
was talking about Final Fantasy is the best ongoing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
And
I think
I
it was
voted Apex.
But he was agreeing, disagreeing with that one though because he knew that Final Fantasy 14.
Oh
Yeah, I said
wasn't-
Apex of Final Fantasy. Yeah.
It was
no,
between those.
wasn't it? Who told? Was it you, Josh? That said Valorant because it was.
No, best esports.
Oh yeah, esports.
For
Yeah,
best
yeah.
esports, it was either between League or Valorant, just because.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
because
just jump in there.
like Valorant took a lot of popularity this year, but the thing is, League is so strong that's it takes it every year. So
Yeah,
I think who was finishing with Final Fantasy games? Was Valheim and what else?
who's in the category?
Yeah, it was Valheim, Final Fantasy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, best online multiplayer ongoing.
Ongoing.
Was it?
Oh, it was under the best ongoing and best community support.
Oh, there
and
you go.
they won both.
Yeah,
they
pretty
won-
much.
they won
They
both.
sweep both. Yeah.
Yeah, they swept both. And then the best ongoing, it was Apex, Call of Duty, Warzone, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
I mean, I give it to Final Fantasy though. They definitely they came out the grave too, just like Apex. Those games were dead, and then I don't know where it just.
I mean, they got 2/3 of the population from Warcraft, though.
Yeah, all right, but let's talk about some stuff, other things. That was the Game Awards. I thought this Game Awards was actually really good. I don't think it was bad at all.
Yeah,
I
but
like,
you know
I
what?
like
It
the music
didn't.
performances that they did.
So what I'll say about the Game Awards, it was well produced. Like there wasn't a lot
Very
of
well
hiccup.
produced.
You know, like it was like we've seen
Except
past ones where like
the stream hiccups. That's but.
I guess I didn't see it on my end. Even I was at work and I was listening to it at work and I didn't hear any hiccups. But what I will say is that there wasn't a lot of things that popped off this year. Like there
No.
wasn't a lot of shit where he's like, wow, oh my god, I gotta hold my seat for like You know,
I mean,
because
to be
this
fair,
shit surprised the
last
fuck out of me.
year was it last year that they showed Sephiroth at the Game Awards?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
that was a
Yeah,
huge pop off thing, but and then I
yeah.
really since Smash ain't there anymore. It's a wrap. It's over.
I think what it was is there was no god tier things at this Game Awards, but
Right.
they had some good things like
They had,
Yeah,
no, oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely. It definitely
like
had
that.
good things.
Yeah, they had,
But
it was more stable, I guess, Game
right.
Awards this time versus like
Yeah, like
huge,
because
massive.
at the end of the day, it's an award show. This isn't E3, so it's like
Right.
you know they
Tell,
aren't
tell
gonna.
that tell that to Jeff.
You know what also surprised me was there was no NRS announcement.
NRS.
NRS.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. There was no Mortal, from the studio from Mortal Kombat from
Oh,
NetherRealm.
Another
NetherRealm.
round.
NetherRealm.
So there was no, because there was like all this like hype about like DC versus
Sure, I don't need
Marvel,
stuff. No
and
bangers.
then people were saying Mortal Kombat 12 and and shit like that, and so they were waiting for like that I think everyone was waiting for like something from that studio, and there was nothing. And then the
They
only
did say that, then they're gonna stay low for a bit. They did
they
say that.
did, but
All they need is Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
We got that in Metaverse.
Yeah.
yeah,
Metaverses, we got that.
yeah,
Metaverse is
metaverses,
there.
Okay.
multiverses. That's what it's called.
Yeah, multiverses.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They could change that name though. That's cool.
Yeah, but we can move on with these slides now that we've finished talking about the Game Awards. Um, so there's a Spider-Man Miles Morales. What is it? The Spider-Man Ultimate trailer?
Yeah.
That's what this is?
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, it's for the game.
Having
So.
an Ultimate already, isn't that kind of fast?
What?
They're
No,
releasing a Spider-Man Ultimate Edition.
not really, because they already
Another
announced
year.
they already announced the second one.
I
So
know, but it's like
When is
they released
Yeah,
Miles
yeah,
Morales.
yeah, no, I think it's fine because the first one was on PlayStation 4. So if you
No, but
never had a PlayStation 4,
oh yeah,
then
but they re-released it.
right, I know, but I think like the re-release, you know what happened then? No one could get a PlayStation 5.
You
yeah,
still
pretty
can't
much.
get a PlayStation 5 now.
Right. And so I think it's good that because I think what the re-release that was just a port, right?
It
No,
was.
it was an enhanced version of it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
When
Yeah,
Miles
and they
Morales
changed
came out, it
they
was an enhanced version of it.
and yeah, and
Like
they
what like
It
like
came
well
with the game.
well enhanced or like
Yeah.
well, it
okay.
was
It was enhanced.
enhanced. They changed the actor.
Even.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
They
it's
changed
They
the
changed
whole look
Peter.
of Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. Okay, so yeah, so I think it's good. I think it's a good time. Like they should have done it before too. But if Square Enix have shown you anything, it doesn't matter. You can release it 10 times before a game comes out, you're fine. Like Kingdom Hearts.
Wow.
It's true. They
Yeah.
released it like 4 times every year until
They had like every collection. There was like his collection 1.1, collection 1.2, collection 1.3.4 minus carry the 1, carry the 0 over the 5, and then you get 3. That's what those collections were.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
They
and
didn't show none of
then
those games. But no Kojima game. Interesting. I'm surprised.
he
Jeff
was he was
He was
there.
there though. Jeff that's his boy. That's his boy. Yeah, that's his boy. But it's cool.
Yeah.
But Kojima actually he doesn't want to make a movie.
Yeah, I think
he
that's
started a
what's
studio,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah, he started a studio, so I think he already is working on it.
Okay. They showed more Destiny 2 stuff. The Witch Queen. I thought that looked pretty cool, but it's Destiny. Destiny's
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, it's for those who don't know, like they're already celebrating the 30th anniversary, and they're doing certain stuff with that. And then like they introduce a new game mode and new activities in the game, things to download, things to get. And then even though we getting Witch Queen from the last uh expansion, we're still not resolved with the story. So after I think the 30th anniversary, they're supposed to end the campaign, because technically the campaign hasn't ended. They took like a so they took a hiatus because what they did with the campaign towards the end was that they they kind of did it like kind of like what Netflix does was like every week they introduce a new episode.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they were
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that
Sonic.
every week. You were getting a new mission campaign that introduced you more to the story, and a
Like
lot of
what,
people liked it.
like big
And a lot.
campaign, or was it like how big was the campaign? Like
I mean,
hour,
it's
2 hours?
no, it's pretty big. I mean,
Oh,
you're
okay.
yeah, and the thing is, like, no one's complaining about it because the story is really good. And then
Okay.
so, a lot of people like the story, a lot of people like where it's going. But they kind of finished like they basically finished it before the last mission. And so like also because they delayed Witch Queen, they delayed it by a long time. So we've been in this last DLC of the expansion for I think way too long now. I think we've been in it for like 6 to 8 months, which is a long time. And so like just stuck on it. So because of we've been of the delay for Witch Queen. So I think after the end of the 30th anniversary celebration, I think they're supposed to introduce that last mission, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it, folks, from the master of Destiny right here.
For the one
Yeah.
who's
Review
been
this.
begging for the game to come out, the new DLC to come out.
But yeah,
Next
the new expansion looks really interesting, and the enemies now have the same powers that you have. So like now they have light and they can revive
yeah.
like you. Yeah, so
Oh my god.
it's gonna be so it's gonna be cool.
Like, I could
I
respawn
think it's
too.
gonna be like an interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
finally.
But it looked pretty cool. And then like you also now they're introducing weapon crafting, so
Yeah.
like you can now craft weapons in the next season and
Can
the
you,
next expansion.
can you craft those paints for your armor though?
Um, you know
Oh,
what?
here we go. Oh
No. You know what? You know what we were talking about last time about like you having to buy all that shit for like coloring and all that. I
yeah.
haven't had any problems with that, sincerely. And I don't know if it's because they backtracked, but I haven't had the
Okay,
need to like.
okay, just we have to cut you off here. We can't support loot boxes in any way, shape, or form in this
No,
podcast.
no, no.
Just
There
for
isn't. There isn't.
no. Look.
There isn't.
I just think that they look. They could have done the greatest thing since sliced bread. We can't support on
Uh-huh.
this podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh no, but there isn't any need for loot boxes. That's what I'm saying is that
Oh, I see. Go on.
most of the things that like the new colors and stuff like that, or like the paint jobs, I haven't had to buy anything from the store in order for me to apply anything, if that makes sense. And I
Uh,
don't know if that's they got so much outrage that they backtracked all that shit because you could still buy those things, those synth weaves, at the store,
right. Oh,
but
it's just
I
the
haven't.
easier way of doing it now.
Right, but now I haven't had to. I since they were introduced, I haven't had to do that
Oh, I see.
because like in the games or whatever, or sometimes in the season pass, you unlock the white one, which is the Eververse store engram, which is like the Eververse loot box, and then sometimes they give you random shit that you can unlock from there, and then sometimes you can unlock the
Oh,
the paint job.
wait. Did you say loot box?
It's kind of a loot box, but you don't pay for it.
Okay.
You just
The
you
free
just
loot box.
unlock it. Yeah, you unlock it through the season pass. And then
Oh,
whether
okay. Wait.
whether yeah, whether
We have to go into depth on all this stuff. So,
er,
do you have to have the season pass to get the loot box?
no.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
Okay.
there's two tiers. Like there's the one that you pay and the one that's free. The one that's free takes you longer to get
Or
those, but you can get them. But if you decide to get the paid one, you get them more often. You get me?
Okay.
But also in the
Sure.
game, like you can also like things that you unlock or whatever, if you like dismantle or whatever, they give you a lot of opportunities to get that currency if you wanted to buy stuff on the store. So again, I haven't had the need to buy exotics or exotic ships or whatever from the store, or like from my own money, because they give you so many chances to make that currency up,
Okay.
especially through the season pass. So
Okay.
like I haven't had the need to buy it like if there was a ship or like the vehicles that you ride in the game, like and it's really cool. I haven't had the need to go, oh fuck, let me take out my wallet and pay, whatever amount it is. Like the currency, I already had the currency, and I just bought it with the currency that I had in the game.
All right, so the more of the story, if you guys are listening, is that internet harassment and outrage works. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Don't
game.
don't do that though. Like,
Yeah,
seriously,
pretty much.
it's just the internet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
just the internet.
Forspoken.
Okay, Forspoken.
Forspoken. This game looks so freaking good,
Yo,
man.
Square
yo,
Enix
and the
actually doing
second trailer
something
for
good.
Forspoken, that was
Oh,
pretty
the
cool.
only thing I hate is that it's $70.
I know.
But
I
Yeah.
know.
isn't that
69.99.
It's only a PlayStation. It's a PlayStation exclusive, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
oh
is.
yeah. Speaking of PlayStation exclusive, next week on the 16th, Final Fantasy VII with the DLC is gonna go to the Epic Game Store as a time exclusive.
Yes, PC, and I promised that I would buy that shit for Josh whenever it came out on PC.
Wow.
I was already thinking like I'm to collect
Yeah,
Yeah. It comes out next week on
next week. Oh man, I
Yeah.
gotta finish Halo Infinite by next week, so I can play this Final Fantasy. Let's go.
I promise, and I don't go back on my promises.
yes, you do.
But Forspoken,
Yeah.
this game looks so fun, man. This game looks freaking crazy.
It looks fire, dude. The gameplay.
It really does look like that tech demo Epic showed at for the
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
the way she moves.
Oh yeah, the way she moves. But I don't know why. Maybe because it was just, I guess, the like a kind of like a demo that I felt like because she was going, and I think it's because it was so linear as well that you're going through this like cavern, like this, like
Yeah, no, we're not
basically.
talking about just like we just talk about just the way she moves and the mechanics.
I think it was just like the Beyond Two Souls, Last of Us confusion. I don't know if you guys remember that, where people thought like Ellen Page, who's in Beyond Two Souls, they thought she was in Last of Us because they look so similar.
Yeah.
But I think when you play them, they're not really similar. But it just makes you feel like because there are like so many similar elements, right? Like she looks like she's in the middle of a desert. She doesn't want to look like she was in the middle of a desert, or a desert town, I should say. And it was like Beyond Two Souls, right? You had a man and his daughter, and then with Last of Us, it wasn't really his daughter, but it looked like a man and
For
his daughter.
me, it was more just the way she moves and the power she used kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah, that really looks sick, the movement system and the combat system, but I don't know how much of that I could trust because Final Fantasy VII has looked amazing as well.
Yeah.
And it wasn't quite as fast. I'm not saying it was bad, but it wasn't quite as fast as what they were showing. I'll see. Square Enix is milking again. I don't know if I want to pay $80 for a game because I live in California.
79.
Yeah, and they also Square Enix is gonna start releasing their games for $70
Yeah.
Ain't
going
gonna
forward in
happen.
2022.
So that what that means, people. That means Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Part 2, Final Fantasy VII Part 3, Final Fantasy VII
Right.
Gotta pay
Final Fantasy
more.
Part 7, Final Fantasy VII Part 8, Final Fantasy VII Part
Or
10.
99.
All of them is gonna be
Research in it, but not sure. I'm okay with paying $90 for standard edition.
Yeah, I ain't paying nothing. I ain't paying nothing. Pay $1.
You say you're
It's
not
just
sure you're okay, or you're okay with
$80.
paying $90 for
It's just $80, bro. You're gonna throw in the trash everywhere.
just $80. Look, man, on PC, I buy games for cheap.
Are you saying that because Andrew's gonna pay for it?
Oh no, that's free.
Oh,
Cheap,
okay.
free is cheap. Free is cheap.
Once Final Fantasy VII touches Steam, you can get it for super cheap. But until that happens, you probably got to pay full price for it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Europe is getting messed up. Now, freaking their games cost what did I think it was $70? It's like $90 US in Europe.
Wow. Nope.
Standard.
But the euro is worth more than $1 though.
Yeah, pretty much. But they still get fucked because they still have to pay more.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, comparably, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy. And Canada too.
We
Canada
take
too.
we take $100 to like Russia or something. We get a whole grip of games.
Pretty much.
So he said Forspoken is $80 euros, which is $90 US.
Damn, that's before tax too.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I'll send you a coupon, my guy.
I love it. One thing you know, U.S. money and not happening in the eurozone.
Right, man. Now the game that we've been waiting for the next 4 or 5, not even a game, a DLC.
See
We've
expansion.
been waiting for
Stop
I think
this.
at
it.
this I think at this point it's probably going to be the size of a game.
You think so?
Really?
It's been like 5 years since they announced this.
But the
This
thing is,
was
it's
2017.
it's kind of crazy how long it's
19?
taking this game, bro. It
Yeah.
was 2018, I believe, right?
So the first game came out in 2017, and then this game was announced for 2019. Those DLC.
Damn, son. 3 years?
Yeah,
4
so
years
it's
now.
been 3
4 years
years
now.
since then. So assuming they worked on it from 2017 forward,
They are calling it DLC Island, so it is the DLC.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So assuming they've been working on it as soon as 2017 the game came out, it's been like
Yes.
5 years. Because this is not coming out until summer of next year.
Yeah.
So
Right.
They might as well just call it Cuphead too.
yeah.
Like I understand because they have to, hand draw this the
Bro,
enemy from beginning to end.
but
all
you
they
know
have-
what's crazy? We have to wait all the way to June, my guy, to play
Yeah.
this.
This
I'll-
game, this game is sick though, man.
Yeah, I also think that the DLC is kind of hard to expand on Cuphead because Cuphead is very simple in its mechanics but difficult.
Yeah,
in
all, I mean,
its
all it
gameplay.
is just more boss runs,
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think probably they felt like they didn't have enough content to justify like a $20-$30 DLC, especially
Man.
because the game was like I think the game was like $40, right?
Ah,
Yep.
yeah.
It looked like it
Then
froze.
so then imagine having to pay like another 20 for like DLC. You only get like 3 bosses. People might feel some type of way about it. So I get it. So I get it why they would make it a little lower.
And I
But
understand they want to keep it authentic, to the 1920s, style. But man, 5 years, man, they need to start hiring some
4
people.
years. 4
to work.
years.
yeah,
Hire some more people. Because I think it was just 2 people that was animating this.
yeah, it was just the brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn, son.
Yeah, because my guess is that I think they said they didn't. They had to make sure they wanted to make sure that the quality was there, so they did it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then keep the art style consistent because if you bring
Right.
on more people, it's gonna switch up. I understand. I get it.
at least all those times you took out of your day to save the chalice actually paid off in a form of a third character.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But I can't wait for that. I beat the hell out of this game. F that robot. That robot was the pain in my ass.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I died so many times. I'm like,
Oh
what am I
my
supposed to do?
god, bro. That robot was the bane of my existence, man. I literally took a 2-day break. I was like, I'm not doing this. I just took a 2-day break.
You're
came
like,
back
nope.
2 days later, and then I
You ain't
whooped it
having
back.
that.
Yeah, I just got tired. I started ghosting through everything.
Yeah, man. It was
But it was actually funny. I didn't know that you can actually dash in that game until like
how the hell
until like the
you
one
went through
the
this
second to
game.
last boss. Yeah,
I don't know how you even
Wow,
went through
dude.
this game without dashing once.
yeah.
That's
I was damage
No,
boosting.
he was playing. Yeah, he was doing
Yeah. So what I would do is I would just take damage and then fly.
That's another
further.
thing too.
Yeah.
The Cuphead Netflix show was announced like God knows how long ago, and we have heard nothing from that.
No, we had
Oh.
that clip from Wayne Brady in the summer. Remember, Wayne Brady was going to play King
Oh
Dice.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they didn't show any footage, right?
Yeah, no, they did. He was on stage.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. King Dice, not Wayne Brady.
We'll see if they have another team animating that. Why don't you just grab them and help them animate the game?
That's how much work
You know how it
was.
is. Microsoft came with the money. Now they feel
They show
confident.
King Dice, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, but this is one of those games that Microsoft said, scoop up real quick.
Real quick.
They
Real
scooped up.
quick.
They didn't waste no time.
Yo,
But
once
this
they
got
saw it was
fire.
getting hype, they were just like in.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah, but look how
This
fire.
is ours. All right, what's the next game on it? I don't know what this game is.
Oh
Warhammer.
yeah, I could talk about this game. Okay, so check this out. This is Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2,
Oh, Warhammer.
which is nuts because Space Marine 1 came out in 2011. All right.
Jeez.
10 years, I guess? 10 years?
Yeah, I played the hell out of this game. It was not by any means a 5-star game. Easily a 3-star game, easily. But I'm actually happy to see
Warhammer is
this
a strategy
sequel.
game?
Warhammer is, but this one is a I think it's a third-person shooter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Third-person shooter?
yeah, because you're playing as a Space Marine.
Okay.
And so it was pretty cool. Essentially, what you had to do was there was an invasion by some goblins, which is kind of weird, but an
They
invasion
don't look
by
like
goblins.
goblins at all. Okay.
But it actually turned out that it was the people behind the plot was the Chaos Marines. I'm not really gonna get into all that stuff, but yeah. So it's a sequel to that old game at this point. I'm happy to see a sequel. I'm gonna pick it up. I don't know day one yet. I don't know if it's worth that much, but we'll see. I do like it though.
Hopefully, it have like duo compare or something like that. I wish it could have that. I pay
Okay.
for 3 or something.
Is it do you recommend us to play so we can play with you?
Can it?
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not a 5-star game. I can't. I can't guarantee
Oh,
it with
you guys
100%.
like
I say it was solid. If you want to try it out, or wait for it to be cheaper in price.
Wait, is it a solo campaign or like
It,
co-op?
it has multiplayer. Well, the first one did. The first one had multiplayer. I don't know if this one has multiplayer.
all right.
Yeah, they have.
All right, Andres. You can go ahead. Talk about your favorite games. You see that new
I
trailer they
have
showed?
a blast. Elder Ring, right?
Go ahead. Show
Elder
that. Talk about that HD trailer they showed. Go ahead. Lead the floor.
I mean, there wasn't much to talk about really. It was just a basically a lore story trailer. Like it was just talking like what they were just showing you was just basically the lore about the game. And I'm guessing it's just like kind of like the prelude of like what you're going to be like confronting in the main campaign of the story because they were basically talking about like I think she's like the main boss in the game. The girl with the helmet. Sh because like I know later on when they released the other game, the 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 first trailer and like the gameplay trailer afterwards, like she was like one of the bosses that you fought. And so I think it was just, basically a lore of a prelude of like what happened before, you start your journey in Elden Ring. But I mean, there's not much to talk about. It's just basically the story about the game before you even, I think, you start your adventure in the game.
So 10 out of 10, Andres? 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was pretty cool. Like it, and it's definitely George R. R. Martin fucking game. Like you can really fucking tell.
All right, cool. Not Suicide Squad. Star Wars Eclipse. This was an interesting one.
Which I
Uh,
feel is gonna be a horrible game.
this game,
I
I
just
feel
didn't
the same
understand.
way.
I didn't know
I
what
don't.
to expect from this trailer, what they showed, but it's the same people that made Detroit, right?
Detroit Become Human. Yes.
And
Yeah.
so that
So
means that game is gonna be like Detroit, where you have
it's
to
gonna
make
be a
choices.
it's
Oh
gonna be a
no.
playable movie. That's pretty much.
Right.
But
Pretty
Detroit
much.
was a
Oh
great
god.
game though.
I don't
Yeah.
like
That,
that.
well,
It is, but
it
it's
had a
not.
great story.
But you see that world, and you're like, God damn!
You
Like
see
I
how
don't,
intricate Detroit was though when it comes to your choices,
no, I don't give a fuck about choices.
bro.
Look,
But like,
when you when
you
you
might have
see
a good
when
story over here.
you see that fucking trailer, you go, I want to play in those fucking worlds. You don't necessarily want to go, yes, no. In those fucking worlds. I want to
Oh, the
fucking
open
You're gonna
world.
play.
you're gonna be
I
exploring the
wanna
world.
I
You're gonna be
want to I
walking,
want to
flying.
no. Fighting, playing, being actual fucking Jedis, going into those fucking ships, actually shooting. Like, I don't want to be fucking just
Yes, shoot.
Fucking
Yes, for
do a
shooting.
walk. Let's do a walkthrough of the world. Yeah, guys. Yes, no. Maybe you'll see consequences, but you're not gonna play the consequences, nor will you feel about them. Like
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
thing
like
is, the
that.
thing about Quantum Dream is that the gameplay is nothing really to write home about. It's mostly about the story, and so I could
Right.
tell right off the bat that Star Wars Eclipse is going to be more of
Story wise.
a game to expand the
Yeah.
lore than anything else.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But like I said, you can't really deny it. Like I said, like earlier, I said, Beyond Two Souls, Quantum Trees made that. Heavy Rain, Detroit becomes too human, become human.
Yeah,
They also
and they make
made
those kind of games.
yeah,
Yeah.
they make a really narrative heavy game. So it's not so I think the story's gonna be really
Oh,
real.
I feel the story's good, but it's not necessarily
Right.
when I saw the trailer what I wanted from the game.
Look,
Yeah.
at least we know the story is gonna be better than the recent trilogy we got.
Yeah, and it
At
looks like it's
least we
gonna
know that.
and it looks like it's gonna be canon because we did see Yoda in the
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. So
Nice.
Yeah. So if when you play this game, going more like become Detroit become human than Fallen Order.
Yeah, for sure. You going in Falling Order, you'll be like, "What the hell is
Yeah,
this?"
if you expect Fallen Order, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
Heavily disappointed, for sure. That's for sure. New Suicide Squad trailer was shown. What you guys think about that?
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
So they're fighting against
It
we
looks,
call
it looks,
a Flash.
it looks fun if it's co-op 4. It
right.
would be
Oh my
Yeah.
god! If it is
Big
co-op
co-
4, man, we are
We're
in
definitely playing
there.
these.
I
Yeah.
will like I will say it does look pretty interesting as a game.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is that I've been tainted by the Suicide Squad movie, so I'm expecting ridiculousness.
Yeah, I mean, do you see ridiculousness already, man? Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but I'm expecting like absurdity.
Oh.
like giant starfish walking down the street.
You're not getting giant starfish.
Nah, dude, come on.
I mean,
You're
you're
gonna
really
get
getting you're
stuff.
getting a floating head. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
Andros up in here.
Yeah.
But no, I think the game looks fun, looks solid, looks very. It really reminds me of Sunset Overdrive, man. It's
It does.
Yeah, it
heavily
does, huh?
reminds
That's
me.
what it was
I like.
reminding me of. Yeah.
Okay.
Sunset Overdrive is such an underrated game, man. It definitely came on the wrong platform at the wrong time. For sure, it did. This game looks fun as hell. If it is 4-player co-op,
We're
that's
in
gonna be
it.
sick.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in that.
Yeah.
We are gonna be in that. Because why have all these superheroes if you can't, play with your friends?
Yep.
Right.
Because this is not. Is this the same studio that did the Batman games? I mean, I know it's Rocksteady, but I don't know. Is it the same like people?
I don't know, but I just know that's Rocksteady.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we didn't hear about Gotham Knights either. So
Nah, for sure. I think I think they want to push Suicide Squad,
That's
so it's gonna
and
come out
then
first,
yeah,
and
and
then
then Gotham
Gotham
Knight
Knights
later.
later.
fair enough.
Yeah, because then they're not making Gotham Knights, right?
No, you're
No.
right. Rocksteady isn't making Gotham Knights.
Yeah. So yeah, and this game does have hype on his back too.
Yeah, they said the movies came out. They're doing pretty well. Can't really.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. People actually care about the name now. So,
Yeah,
but this game, even if it wasn't Suicide Squad, this game still looks fun as hell, man. Look at that.
it
It
does.
looks good. When I saw that gameplay,
Yeah.
wow.
I just want to see what they're gonna do with Justice League. How we supposed to beat them? They're broken.
Especially
Yeah,
with
well,
Superman. What are we gonna do
Well,
with
yeah, well,
Superman?
Superman is broken. The rest keep it.
Yeah.
Nah, Flash is
Yeah.
broken too.
Okay,
Flash
fair
is
enough.
broken
Flash
too.
is also.
Yeah.
And then if someone takes if they have to go into the fucking water, it's over for them
Oh,
too.
it's
'cause
over.
fucking Aquaman,
It's
Bad.
over.
Aquaman just be like, all right, I'll take you all the way to
I
the
mean,
fucking
King
bottom.
Shark,
Motherfucker.
though. King
You're
Shark is
dead.
fighting.
Yeah, he does have
No,
King
I,
Shark.
I could already tell you right now. This game is gonna end with Harley Quinn waking up. I could already tell you. I could already tell you.
Don't do that to
I'll
me.
be sad.
You're gonna get an Uncharted 3.
Don't do that to me.
No, dude. Come on, game.
Because the thing is, it's like no matter how they win, it's gonna be some BS, and that's how you know they're gonna wake up.
We'll see. All right, next game. We already spoke about Sonic earlier. Dying Light 2. I never played the first one, so I don't know what to expect from this one. And who played Dying Light 2? The first Dying Light.
Nope.
No, nobody.
Nope.
Yeah,
Played
I just know
some
this
of
is a
it.
zombie. This is a zombie game.
All right.
It's going more to the story, I guess.
I heard really good things about the first game though, so
Yeah, I did
we'll
too.
It's a
see.
continuation on Dying Light. But that's
You
what
played it,
is.
Ruben?
I play co-op with one of my friends because you can play co-op.
So you looking forward to this game? I know you like the zombie games.
With people, yeah, because of the co-op. It's two
Yeah,
people.
co-op experience is definitely
It's
makes
very,
the
very,
games
very
a lot
fun.
better than what they are. Even if the game sucks, just having a co-op experience, like at least we have fun with some broke stuff.
But even the game trail was fucked up, bro. Leaving those two girls behind, like for the I think for the staff.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
All right.
It's crazy.
So
And
it
you,
seems like, oh, sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
and then it's just like you live with the decisions in the game. That's why that you have. You go with a certain group and you set the decisions like, oh, I'm gonna go with that group, so fuck the other group. Basically, it's
Oh.
all survival game, mostly.
All right. So we go on to the next one because it seems like this generation was the generation of open world games. This is an open world everywhere, open world Sonic game, and now apparently
The trend.
Ubisoft wants to make a open world Splinter Cell game.
It's
Do you
Ubisoft.
think that works for Splinter Cell?
Yeah. I think it works well for Assassin's Creed 4. I think once you find that computer out in the open to reveal the map, Go find you something. So yeah, it's gonna work out. You're gonna see a dude in black, walking down some dirt road.
It's
You wonder
usual
what you're
shit.
crouching, wonder what he's doing there,
Whatever.
and no one's gonna care because it's a game.
Yep.
So you're gonna be in broad daylight with black on. So
I don't
there
trust
you go.
I
Ubisoft.
know,
So there
right?
you go.
I don't know, man.
It's,
Like an open world stealth game sounds enticing, but it's because then it'd be like watch. Wouldn't it just be Watch Dogs?
I mean, Watch Dogs not really a stealth game.
I mean, the first one was more stealth than the second one, right?
It was, but even still, the stealth wasn't that strong. 'Cause my guess is that they're gonna lean this like more heavy on the stealth mechanics, like. But I also agree with you saying that this open world stealth doesn't really work because yeah, you'll stealth that one building, but then you'll have to like drive or walk to the next building, right, and then do it all over again. I,
what's
I,
the
but at the same time, I can get why some people wouldn't really like the whole puzzle game aspect of it because like the Hitman formula, you put them in a specific level and they have to kind of figure everything out as they go.
Yeah.
Um, I can understand why people don't like that, but I think that's the better way to do stealth. That way, you just don't put that, the mundane parts in there, right? Because if you're here for stealth, having people drive or walk or fly to the next part where you're supposed to go to probably wouldn't be that interesting to them in the first place.
I
Fast
just
travel?
don't. I just,
Question mark.
Huh?
Fast travel? Question mark.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, but how you gonna do the fast travel, right? Like
look,
you just gonna like give it to them from day one, then you might as well just give them a puzzle.
yeah. I just I
No,
just don't
I'm
like
not
it.
gonna lie, I personally prefer the linear style of stealth games because I think it's just better for me instead of just having to go open world, Metal Gear Solid style, like five.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Look, I
okay.
just
I
don't.
think
I
I
just
would.
don't.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I just don't like it that it's Ubisoft. They can't even get the Uno fucking game right. Come on, they
Oh
gotta get
yeah,
that
and
one.
I just think that like when it comes to open world stealth in particular, it's not a good idea. I mean, the stealth games that have survived the '90s, Hitman. I think you just Hitman. Is it really just Hitman?
No, Hitman, Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Right.
We haven't had a
I,
Splinter Cell in a long time.
I
Right.
think in a decade, right? More than a decade, right?
Yeah, I think those games did really, really well by just here's a level, figure it out. We'll give you multiple ways to figure it
Yeah,
out, right?
it was it was it was low
You
key like a
figure it out.
puzzle.
Right, exactly. And then you just be done with it. That way, we're not having you like, hey, jump on this car right quick. Because then it just gonna become like just cause, right? Or something like that, where
Actually.
where you can stealth it, but you don't have to stealth it.
Mm-hmm. And you already know when an open world game, most of the time you're not even gonna stealth unless they force you to stealth.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Remember San Andreas?
yeah, I remember that.
The stealth in that was not that bad for the time, but it just why would I want to stealth in a Grand Theft Auto game? I want to steal cars. That's why I'm playing Grand Theft Auto.
Get money, get into the houses, get money, steal money,
Right?
All
steal,
right,
steal panties.
all right. Next one, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer.
The movie.
Moving on to movies and streaming.
Yeah. We're going from games to movies and streaming. So the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer was shown at the Game Awards,
I
and
like it. It was pretty fire,
it
to
looked
be
freaking
honest.
fire.
Yo,
When
Knuckles beat that living.
when Knuckles put him down, I was like, that's that's what I want to see right there. That's
Sonic,
probably
who?
the last scene of the movie too.
Yeah, I just
No,
I just like the fact that they didn't make him stupid. Like I'm
Yeah.
happy they didn't make him
Oh,
stupid.
like it
Like Meathead, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, in Sonic Boom, that was him being a meathead was funny as shit.
Yeah, but like I like the old school Knuckles.
Yeah, of course.
Bro.
Yeah.
Old school Knuckles is my favorite character.
Yeah, old school Knuckles is, he's Knuckles, man. He didn't give a damn about nobody. He's
Bro,
doing his
just
thing.
Knuckles
Yeah, he
just
did
said
his
to
job.
Sonic.
Yeah, he did what he had to do.
Sonic
He
who?
protect
Bam.
the Master Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I like that the new Tails the new voice for Tails. I forgot his name, but he started it back in 2014 with Sonic Colors. He's reprising his role as Tails, which is weird because you would think that if he's gonna reprise his role, why not just reprise Sonic role and then Knuckles' role too? And then
Maybe they just don't want to come back for it.
maybe, who knows?
All I know is that Eggman's about to get effed up when they find out.
Oh,
Again.
yeah. You see that Knuckles? Look what he did to Sonic.
And then
Oh, dude,
apparently Sonic and Tails just meet in here. I thought they were like already friends and stuff.
no,
Okay.
because he was working with Dr. Eggman, remember?
Well, that was Knuckles,
Yeah, I
we got
figured,
Knuckles
Tails
and
already knew Sonic because they were best friends for a long time.
right?
So the fact that they don't know each other is kind of weird. But I mean, the movie looks solid. I mean, it's Sonic. The first one was good. This one looks like it's. I want to see more Sonic versus Knuckles though. I don't want to see just one scene and that's it. Like I want to see them go at it multiple.
watching at the end of the.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Knuckles can beat him. I mean, if Sonic could beat Knuckles in a fight.
Nah, he needs the emerald to beat him. That's like it's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
look at that.
Power is kind of Knuckles' thing, right?
Bro,
Yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
like at the end, the emerald's gonna break, and then they're gonna span the movie like that, getting
no.
on.
No, the Master Emerald doesn't
Yeah,
shatter.
then the Master will never shatter.
What do you guys think about Idris Elba?
Oh, I think he did a great job as I mean, we only got that one line, but it was.
Yeah, but it sounds
didn't
different. It
too
doesn't
bad.
sound like him. I think.
Yeah, it was good enough that we weren't like ill. you know, it was good enough that we weren't criticizing it. That's
Yeah, I was actually talking to our friend about this the other day. Well, yesterday, and he was telling me that it looked terrible because the animals look bad. But I was like, look, if I remember telling you correctly about Aladdin, and
Oh no!
and how you're talking mad trash about Genie and not understanding that Genie is fake.
not a real thing.
Like it's never gonna look well. It's never gonna
Yeah.
look good. And it
Yeah.
turns out, and when the case of Aladdin, Will Smith, the one everyone's talking trash about, turned out to be the best part of the movie. Who would have
Exactly.
guessed? It's almost like he could act or something. Who could have guessed?
Right? I don't think they look bad at all. I think they look pretty solid, for a live action version of them.
Yeah, I think it's just the contrast people don't like because it looks like really cartoony characters against really realistic people. Obviously, they're real people,
Of
but
course.
and so like they're like, oh, I don't like that. But I'm just like, it's Sonic. There's really nothing you can do. He's
Yeah,
like
it
a
looks
4 foot tall hedgehog. It doesn't even make
as,
sense.
as long as it looks like Sonic, that's all we care about.
Right. Hedgehogs aren't even blue. Like,
Right? They're not even blue, they're not even fast. Like come
they
on.
don't stand. They don't stand on 2
Yeah,
feet.
they're actually really tiny.
And they definitely don't wear Jordans.
Yeah. I think Tails look phenomenal in this too. Like
Yeah.
Tails and
Yeah, it looks
Knuckles,
pretty
man, the
cool.
designs.
Did they show him flying tails?
No, not yet.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be the key right there. We're gonna see how they do it.
But didn't
No,
they
we
show
gotta
that
see him
on?
holding Sonic, helping Sonic fly.
Right. You
Well,
gotta have
not
him in the
Sonic fly.
tails. You
Yeah,
gotta have him in the
sure.
tails.
Isn't
You gotta
that
see how
the
they
whole
do it.
airplay scene for?
Yeah, man. Like Knuckles looks phenomenal, man. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. I like this.
Oh, did
Can't wait.
you see Shadows? Yeah.
No, there ain't no shadow in here.
It'll probably be at the end if there's a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they get
Yeah,
the DNA on
Yeah,
Sonic.
I
for
would like to
sure.
see what they do with Shadow, because Shadow's story is kind of like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
so
Up
in
there.
in my opinion, they have 2 ways to do this, right? At the end of this one, if there's for sure gonna be a 3, they either gonna do Metal Sonic or Shadow.
oh, yeah,
I
it's
see
gonna be
Metal
Metal Sonic.
Sonic.
It's gonna be
I
Metal
could see
Sonic.
Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it sees, they're keeping it classics, so I think it's gonna be Metal Sonic. Or
Right.
you might see Metal Sonic halfway through the movie, like maybe he's not active yet. He's just being
Right.
built.
Yeah, that's the more likely to happen because in this movie they put the U.S. military.
Yeah.
Once they find out what happens, you might get like Metal Sonic, kind of like how like in Avengers you got the White Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so chances are they'd be like, oh, now we know. Or Robotnik could be like, I guess Eggman could be like, oh, how well, actually no, his name is Robotnik in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he could be like, oh, I know how his power works, and then make a robot about
and he
him.
uses the
It's just like that,
military.
right,
Yeah, most
right.
likely it's gonna be like that.
That'd be the most that'd be the clearest path. Otherwise, they could go down the whole clone make shadow thing.
They probably could do both. They'd be like, your the machine didn't work, so let's clone them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you could either do either one for the third one, do the opposite for the fourth one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
But I don't
can
know
see
if they
that,
want
yeah.
Shadow running around after the movie he's in though.
Yeah. It will have. I think that will have to be the last one because eventually Shadow does go on his side. So it's like
Right, exactly.
But eventually, though, like that's
it'd be,
what
it'd
2
be, it'd be
movies
pretty
after.
sick. There was a tweet that was saying that Keanu Reeves for Shadow.
Yep.
I was gonna bring it up. What do you guys think
will
about
say
that?
that. Yeah, we'll agree with that. Keanu Reeves for Shadow.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I need to hear him.
Yeah, I guess.
Bro,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
The new Shadow's new voice is god terrible. I need the old one back. Like, The new one, he
Oh,
sounds like a
and
cow.
we have to make sure in this next movie they have Sonic making out with girls.
Oh no, please God, no.
Sonic with
Oh,
real
God,
girl.
we don't need another repeat of 2016, dog. Please. We don't need that.
Real Sonic game right there.
Like I'm telling you right now, if it's anything like the first Sonic movie, pay attention to the dude's wife and her sister because they're clearly the ones carrying the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
So
fun. All right. We can move on to the next one, I guess.
I didn't see these.
Fantastic Beasts.
yeah, well, the trailer is coming up on Monday, but I saw like a little teaser of it, and also they were talking about some addition to the Universal Studios universe thing.
Yeah. I mean, the first two are pretty good. I think Fantastic Beasts is probably underrated.
It definitely is. I think it is for sure.
Yeah, like I mean, even if you take out all the magic, the actors are still really good at doing their job. Um, though, regardless of how you feel about Johnny Depp, he knows how to act, right?
Yeah.
And I think Crimes of Grindelwald was pretty good. I don't have any reason to believe that the third one won't be good too. I think the only real thing about it is that these days people don't really like J.K. Rowling because of her political stances, and
I don't
I
think
think a lot of people feel
most
like I think. Go ahead.
most people even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
They
Oh yeah, that's
only
true. I
care
say
about this.
Rowling. It's I think it's J.K. Rowling, right?
Yeah,
That's how you
J.K.
Yeah,
Rowling.
yeah, yeah.
And at the same time, just kidding, Rowling.
Just kidding. Ah.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I wanna. I think people just are really upset, or they really don't pay that much attention to this franchise because they want more Harry Potter in specific.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
want him. They want those kids. Well, I guess they're like 30 years old now, but like they want those people. They want Hermione and Ron and Harry, and so like, everything that even if it's in the same world as those guys, it's like I think 100 years before. So they don't really want to like deal with this that much. And then WB is trying to make the whole Wizarding World thing.
But there is the HBO Max one. They are gonna bring the original 3 cast.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
just for a reunion thing where they're
Yeah.
just gonna talk about
Yeah,
the
the
good
Fresh
old
Prince.
days.
Oh, Fresh
Yeah.
Prince. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Fresh
I thought it was
Prince.
gonna be like a short little series.
Oh, I
You
wish.
wish, and people would be going crazy.
Well, we could talk about how Emma Watson had a successful career and the other ones did.
Crazy because Emma Watson,
Oh.
she hates being referred as the girl from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, but it's
You know that's
want-
what
Bad.
most people know you from.
yeah,
Bro,
but
but if you played a role for 10 years, get over
Yeah,
it.
like
dude.
come on.
Yeah.
It's like being mad. It's like what's his name, Robert Downey Jr. being mad as being like, oh, you're Tony Stark.
yeah,
But
but
you've been playing
he
this role
loves
for
Tony
years.
Stark.
Or J.K. Rowling be like, why do everybody only care about Harry Potter? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Why would people care about Harry Potter?
Yeah, but
Right? It's
I
crazy.
think Emma Stone had an okay career. Even though you're right, like she had a better career than the other two actors.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think the third one, the kid, the what's the name of the dude, the redhead dude?
Oh, Ron?
Yeah.
I don't know his real name, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Rupert.
Yeah. He didn't even. Yeah, I think he came out in a few movies here and there, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I
he
think
didn't
the best career was Emma Watson.
Yeah.
And then it was the person who played Malfoy. I always forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He has a pretty good career.
Even though right now Emma Watson has become a producer director.
Tom Felton.
Yeah, she's behind the scenes now.
Yeah, he was great in The Flash.
Yeah, I
He
haven't
was
seen
great
it.
in what was that? Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, something like
He
that.
was too.
Yeah.
Still play the same dick he did in Harry Potter.
Yeah, hey man, but he put the fear in his heart when he spoke.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't know if you guys seen that one movie. It's a World War II movie that he made too as well. He comes out as an officer. Pretty good.
Oh, no idea.
Oh, the Forgotten Battle.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that movie.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
But besides that, we'll see what they have in store. Anyways, let's go move on to the Halo TV series. It's coming out.
Is it ODST?
You wish.
Yeah.
No. It's honestly it's about time, man. This thing has been in the works for God knows how many years. So
Oh
freaking
wow.
long. I mean, it looks graphically, it looks pretty good, but would it be good story wise? That's the thing.
Yeah. It sounds
I think
some like random ass actors there.
so. Is this about Master Chief?
It looks like it because it is Master Chief that they are showing in.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, so they can't mess it up then. 'Cause I was like, what they should do, and I think the real missed opportunity of Halo is they kind of splashed it a little bit, but they should talk more about the Spartan program
they
in general.
have.
No. I know they
Well,
have.
it's
Splashed it
mostly
a
in the
little bit.
books.
Right, but I think they should do more media talking about like because I think it'd be more interesting seeing them go through the program like the original Spartan program where it was like messed up, not the one with the drugs now, but the one where they had to like be there since they were kids.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more interesting seeing that them like people actually going through that process and having to deal
Yeah,
with that
sure.
versus
You
just
because
no.
if you read the books, they go more into detail about that because pretty much, what's her name? Is it Cat? Not, Catherine? I forgot her fucking name. But
Scientists.
the scientist, I forgot her name. She pretty much kidnapped these kids. Her
Yeah,
right? Yeah, she
yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
kidnapped these kids, and then all they know is war. So that's
Right.
why they're like they're considered the best Spartans ever because they didn't grow up a normal life and they became soldiers. They were soldiers from like young. So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it is interesting. I think that's why people wanted ODST more
Yeah.
than anything else because it was just like, oh, you got to see it a little bit, right? You had this kid here, he saw whoever died, and then he grew up, did the whole thing in a commercial, right?
Yeah.
And then the most interested I've been into Halo was when I saw the scene. I don't even remember which game, but they had the scientist on trial, and then she was like, "Oh, you weren't talking shit when they saved your ass from the
It
Covenant,
was it
right?"
was it was yeah. It was Halo 4. Yeah, Halo 4. Because like that's one of the most interesting things about what 343 did with the Halo story was that they instead of it just being a super soldier with no feelings, they made a super soldier who have feelings. Because now in those games, he started questioning his resolve. And Halsey, there you go, her name Halsey. And it's like what you said, it's like, y'all flamed me for kidnapping these kids, but then when they saved when they saved the world and the universe, y'all weren't talking shit anymore. So it's like it's one of those odds you gotta weigh, and it's like which one is the right, which one is the wrong. We know what's wrong, what was right, but it's interesting to see.
But that's the thing, it's not as clear cut, right? Because it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, she did this bad thing of kidnapping the kids, but had she not done that, those kids would probably be dead anyway. So it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's a moral conundrum. Where it's just like, do you let everyone die, or was it what she did was okay to make sure that everyone survived in the first place? Because
Like
like I said,
you're
they,
alive because of what
they
I
saved
did.
them from the Covenant. They saved them from the invasion, and so it was like if she did not do that, chances are they would have just got racked. So it was like, so you would like to see that story. It was it the Covenant that invaded, or who was invaded?
It was a covenant.
Okay, yeah. So they saved you because of a bad thing she did, but it's still bad, right? And so I would like to see that play out more than whatever's
Whatever
going
they're
on.
doing.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's just me. No, that's just me.
We'll see though. I don't know where, like, what's the time that this one takes place. I don't know if it's Halo 1 or pre-Halo 1, or they're just going out and doing their own
Right.
different story.
And of course, as always, right before we change topic, if you're watching this, if you're or going to watch this, if you have watched this in the past, and you have any amount of social media, you tag Nintendo, you tag Microsoft, make Phil Spencer specifically, and you say, hey, you say these words or in some way, shape, or form. 343 Studios. Wait, is it 343 you're making it now, right?
Yes.
Okay, 343 Studios have in a unique position to have been making Halo and Metroid. We should get a crossover. Just put that out there. Just tweet it as much as you can, and let's hope they see it.
Bro,
Just get this crossover.
if
Let's
that
get this
happened,
crossover.
people
Bro,
would just
I tweeted Phil Spencer so many times. All I do is just Phil Spencer, Halo cross Metroid. Man,
They
I,
have
I, I don't
the
even, I don't even
video.
get I don't get no response, but he
Bro,
responds when I talk about Xbox though.
Yeah, look, they have a studio, like I said, that has made both. Okay, this is probably the perfect time. before Halo Infinite, I don't know what happens in Infinite yet, but you have a person being hunted. You have a bounty hunter that hunts things. You have a studio that has made Halo and Metroid. This is as good as it's gonna get. If you don't do it now, it's never gonna happen. You
Yeah.
gotta push it. Nintendo is throwing their IPs around to everybody, trying to get games made for their console. Just Xbox these games, Nintendo these games. Halo Studio went to the Metroid Studio at one point. Bounty Hunter, someone being hunted. This is as perfect as it's gonna get. Okay.
Let's
It's
make
now
this
or never.
happen.
It's now or never. It's now the biggest crossover in gaming. If you want something that's gonna drop people's jaws, this is it.
Bro,
Okay.
you really
with
think that
This
Nintendo's
sure
gonna?
drop jaws, man. Like,
This is it. When that E3 comes, they say Metro is Halo. It's gonna be talked about for like 4 or 5 months before people stop. Okay.
All right, so
This is it.
everyone,
This is
Like,
it.
you heard, just
Fortnite
heard,
may be the biggest video game crossover ever, but this is gonna like destroy the
but
internet.
you just heard Ken and everyone comment and put hashtag.
Go to your favorite YouTuber, put it in his comment section. Go to your favorite Twitch, put it in his comment section. Everywhere you need to put it everywhere. Like just
Metro
say
Halo crossover.
Metroid has Halo, exactly. Put it out there. Put it out there, okay?
It's
Halo.
good.
You know what else you're gonna get? Okay, you know what else you're gonna get? Like if you like this kind of stuff, remember these are two of Josh's favorite franchise. If you guess this, not only is he gonna be extremely happy, but he's gonna strip for you on camera, on the podcast, okay?
He's already halfway.
You're giving people these promises that are never gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay, so because I was there one time, okay? I accidentally walked in one day. He called himself Dominican Sugar, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh wow.
So if you want some of that on your cookie, that way, there you go. He's right now. You get a chance to do it.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is the
I'm
time to
done,
do
bro.
it.
I am done.
Alright.
I'm over this. I'm
Okay.
done.
So
This
let's
is no
say
longer a PG podcast.
Wow. He just said it like
Dominican
that, bro.
sugar, bro. Oh, no, that is going to live forever as Josh is being turned into Thanos. It is gonna be his name from moving on. Anytime a girl wants to go up to him and he wants to be presented with like that's Dominican sugar.
Oh man, I'm done.
Oh,
we got?
they call Josh by his name. We don't even acknowledge it.
They'd be like, Josh, who's that? We don't know. We don't know a Josh. We know a Josh. Get out of here. We don't know
Oh, you
that.
mean Dominican sugar?
Dominican sugar. Okay.
This voice is wilding.
Okay. So
Oh man, this is a clip on YouTube.
I don't know how surprised you guys are.
Oh, my head hurt.
Dominican sugar, my god. Damn.
Exactly. So if you want some, Metroid X Halo. The end. Next topic.
Okay.
This man
So-
got me messed up.
So
So
Netflix has canceled Cowboy Bebop for a second season.
Not surprised.
you didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I haven't
You
even
weren't
seen
that
it.
good.
Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it.
No,
didn't
no,
have to watch it.
hold on.
2 episodes.
Andres,
I didn't have to
watch
watch it.
Watch
It
it.
was-
Andres, did you watch it?
I didn't
No?
have to watch it. No.
I didn't know it's good or not.
Just because I saw the fucking trailers, I hated it from the
Yo,
beginning.
trailers. Never judge a book by its cover. There
don't-
have been
I
trailers
don't.
that have been hot garbage, and the movie ended up being really
I
good.
Look,
don't-
I'm gonna say this.
He's
Okay?
looking forward to One Piece though.
Oh yeah.
I'm not looking for one.
What the fuck?
Oh wait,
out.
wait.
You gotta
you're
watch
saying
the
live-
One Piece live
wait,
action.
He's looking for
hold on.
Konami.
Live action? Oh, I thought-
Yeah, live action One Piece.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the anime. Now I don't give a fuck about the live action.
Look. I'm
horrible.
gonna say it like this. Okay, I haven't watched both the anime and most of the live
Live
action. Is it going to be the anime? No. If you go into it expecting the anime, you're not going to be happy about it. The anime is leagues ahead of what this is,
Top
right?
tier. Yeah.
But it's not bad. This show is not bad. It's solid for what it is. I didn't really have anything problem with it.
Yo, they poured so much
So-
love into making it like look like Cowboy Bebop.
Right.
They did so much work, and
No,
it's
fair.
not a bad show. It's not a bad show.
It really isn't. It really isn't. It's
It's
not.
just like the thing is, Andre's like with what other people like that love anime, right? So anyone that loves anime and anytime they think live action, they be like, it's garbage automatically.
Yeah, no, but
Automatic.
Not true.
I'll be fair to them because like the last couple anime movies on Netflix have been pretty bad.
Yes.
Okay, so look,
but I
I
still think
give
it's a solid movie. I
so
mean,
the
solid
thing.
show.
So look, I gave a lot of other ones chances. I even gave Death Note a chance. I gave other ones a chance, and I'd just been burned by it. The only one that I haven't been burned by, that was
Death
like
Note.
a live action. No, not.
Samurai X.
I just said Death Note, bro. You pay
Samurai
attention.
X.
No, Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, Samurai
Yes.
X. Rurouni Kenshin.
Yes. What'd you say? Samurai X?
Oh,
Yeah.
looks like Ruben
That's
knows
his
more
name.
than Andres. Ooh,
Samurai X is a Ronin Kenshin, my guy.
Rurouni Kenshin, yeah.
I think it's
Where?
Ooh, someone's quiet right now. Okay.
Where?
Someone's
Yo,
real
where?
quiet now.
Are you saying Samurai X because he has a
You-
fucking
you-
X on his cheek?
No,
Oh, he doesn't.
bro,
Oh,
are you
oh,
serious?
Look, it looks like
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Nah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, Samurai X is Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
Because they call him something
But
different.
no,
on
he
the
No,
anime.
hasn't even
bro.
seen that episode. That's quick.
Yo,
That's what they call Samurai X.
They call him.
No,
They
no,
call
wait,
him
hold
the
on. I just
Bro,
only seen the trailer. That's why.
The original was Samurai X.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
the
also.
original. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But I thought you were talking about. See, because I'm so used to the one that they readapted. It's still old, but they call him the
Yo.
Bounce
Kind of switch up.
Oh yeah, yeah, but Tosa the Mass Slayer. Yeah, no, that
Yeah,
that's,
yeah. I thought
he
that's
has-
why I was so confused. I was like, wait, what?
no, yeah, he's both. He's both.
He's
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I wasn't. I had totally had exited Samurai X from my mind. I was just like, wait, isn't
Oh,
it
he's still-
Baptiste the Samurai Killer?
No, you're
That's
right.
okay.
I'm about to side.
So this is
No,
why.
but that one has like exited my mind.
Look, if anything has shown you, okay, don't go to Anime Expo. Just sit at home on your couch. Read it. There you go. That's how you become a pro. Isn't that right, Ruben?
Oh, man, for sure.
But
Yo, Ruben has
like
gone
that.
to like what? One anime expo?
What?
2.
You gone to 2? Yo, I'm just gone to like 1 billion.
And he still don't know. And he still don't know.
Either way, well, what were you gonna say?
No, what I was saying is that I've tried, but for whatever reason, ever since I saw I heard Cowboy Bebop was gonna get a live action, and I was just like, cool. I hope they do it justice. And then once I saw the trailers, and I kept seeing the new trailers coming out, I was just like, and I even saw like the clip that you preview on Netflix. I was just like, it just does not entice me. Like as much as I want to get into it,
The
it's just
acting is
like,
on point. The music is backed by the original composer.
Yeah.
The set pieces is pretty much Cowboy Bebop. Like, what more could you ask for?
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, he did.
I
You
don't
want
know.
you want a Marvel level?
No, I don't think it's that. I don't know why.
It's like that. It doesn't like if it doesn't have the same appeal. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? It's not because Cowboy Bebop, the original, was a space western, right? People will call it that. It was like a western in space,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Kind of like Trigun a little bit, right? Trigun a little bit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
This is more of a how do you say it? I don't
Space
want to
opera?
say. I think opera is too strong of a word.
Space opera?
I
Yeah.
think space opera is a little too strong.
The pupper?
Maybe.
I mean, would it be considered like a space drama?
Yeah, I would say like a space drama. There you go. This was more like a space drama than it is a space western. I guess. So it does have the exact same feel as the original one. So I get it. It like that, but I think it's one of those things where if you watch the anime and you come with this expectation that it's going to be like the anime, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But if you watch the anime or you don't have that expectation or you didn't watch the anime, I think you'll be fine with it.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, these live action adaptations are an adaptation. They're not supposed to be a carbon copy of the original source.
Right.
It's never going to be a carbon copy. Look at Marvel. Even the MCU is not a carbon copy of the comics. They switch shit up all the time.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be like look at what happened to Ghost in the Shell. That was literally like 80% of the movie, and people hate it. I'm like, yo, they gave you exactly what the anime was.
I don't know about you guys. Maybe it was because they saw it in theaters, but Seeing that in Ultra 4K, man, that movie looked good. Ghost in the Shell was amazing. I'm
And
like,
Alita
damn.
Battle and Alita Battle Angel. No, those two movies look amazing.
Yeah, like I
Those
was like,
graphics is crazy.
yeah, it definitely was. But yeah, so I get it. I get it when it comes to this because the story of Cowboy Bebop is so important, like to it more so than the action. It's mostly because the action is used to accentuate the story, right? In the Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
And so I get it. I get why people wouldn't like it if they like one or the other. So I usually give people more of the benefit of doubt on more narrative heavy
Yeah.
media. So I get why Andres wouldn't like it, but at the same time, I think you should give it like a fair shot too. I think it's fair to like see like
Man, this man was judging it by a trailer.
yeah,
No, and there's certain things that even when it comes to anime, whether it's a video game and some shit like that, you see it and you're like,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean,
Like, I understand a trailer's
you
supposed
look,
to grab.
you look, but I mean, you look at something, you're like, man, it's just not for me.
Right. Yeah, no,
As
no.
much because there's a shitload of games that probably you guys love that are like the hypest games in the world, but maybe for me, like Call of Duty, I got into Black Ops, and then that was the only one that I could really fucking get into. Like I couldn't get into any other ones. Like I tried the ones with you guys with Ray and them when I tried paying. I even paid for the fucking season pass. Man, I just went up to like what level fucking 15 or 16 and I dropped out of it. I was just like, man, it's
Yeah,
just not for
no.
me.
That's what I say. I get it. I get it. I was just saying, like, maybe just try the first episode to see because I felt the same way.
I'll try.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
try
Like
it.
'cause I felt the same way. I was like, yeah, I already saw it. Man, I don't really care about this. But then, like, when I saw the first episode, I was like, you know what? It's actually pretty
One
solid.
prime example of that can switch his mind. Arcane. He was not interested in that at all, and everyone was like, "Oh, you should watch it." And he's like, "Damn, all right, because I'm gonna watch this," because he was
Yeah,
not interested
so
in that at all.
yeah, because I'm not interested in League of Legends at all. Like, so I was like, every time something comes up, I'm like, I don't care. But then it's like the only thing I was ever interested in League of Legends was Miss Fortune, but that's mostly because of her name and her design. And
Right.
so I was just like, okay, cool. I'll give it a shot. I haven't started yet, but I do plan on watching it. So
Same,
Yeah, just
same.
watch it.
But
Okay.
all right, looks like that's a wrap though.
Since we have run out of time, guys, thanks for staying tuned and watching this episode. Check us out to next week, 7 p.m. We'll talk about what we think about Spider-Man. What, No Way Home?
Are we gonna do spoilers next week on Friday?
Hell
nah,
yeah.
Nah,
let it
we're
cool
gonna
off.
talk
Yeah,
about
let
it.
it
We're
cool
gonna
off.
talk
We'll
about it, but we're
talk
not gonna talk
about
about
it, but
spoilers.
we won't do
Yeah,
spoilers.
let it
Not
cool
until the
off.
following week.
Because remember, if we watched it on Thursday, it wouldn't have even been out for 24 hours by the time we talk about it.
That's
So
true. So
give it some time.
yeah, we'll talk about it. We won't do spoilers.
Yeah, we'll give you
But if
guys our
Andres is here,
opinion.
man, it's about to be spoiler season because that man forgot about us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just playing.
Yeah, we'll make
Um,
sure to just record a separate thing for Andres so we could spoil him.
We'll send it to be like, hey, bro, check out this new video we got.
Yeah,
Let me know what you
yeah.
think.
Check us out. It's about something else, and then boom. First
Yeah,
thing is a spoiler. We're gonna
yeah,
spoil
we
if there are
will be
the three
back.
Spider-Mans. Either way. All right, guys. Thanks for checking us out. Our links for our social media is gonna be down below. See you guys until next week.
Pantsu, thank you for joining and commenting in the section. Go follow us on YouTube at GamePlayX4. Also, everybody go follow me on YouTube as well and IG at Josh Gambino. Thank you.
Yeah, and he has
fun.
a video coming up on the 13th, so you guys should check it out on his channel.
Yes, sir. Go see the thumbnail.
For sure.
Oh, watch it up. Let's go.
Yeah, so check me out, boys. Then Gambino, that's to go. Deuces.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.